To Potato Place Gaming. Here we are playing the Chains of Perdition episode number
33.
To start the stream, we're going to have 33 minutes of silence to honor how great of a player Larry Bird was.
It's not silent. There's music playing.
That's okay. You guys can have 33 minutes of silence at home. Announcements.
As always, we are playing for Extra Life. Give back, game on, play game, heal kids. There's a donation link down below. Woo! There you can donate to our wonderful Extra Life Children's Miracle Network funderfulness. You can also visit potatoplacegaming.com and get to that link. You can also get to our latest streams, our archive of events. You can get to our shop. We have some stuff on there. I probably need to work on some more stuff.
No, he's not the GOAT, but he's very good. He said Larry Bird wasn't the GOAT. Sorry, Harrison.
Who said that?
Hawkman.
I'm not telling you that he was the GOAT.
No.
He was just a good player.
Kind of
Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
Thank
Larry
you.
Bird definitely was white guy, though. That's for sure.
Thank you, Andreas Fantastical Filaments. He does a lot of the miniatures that we use in these campaigns.
Larry Bird was white?
It was clear.
Thank you, Julian at Astral Grave. He did our Potato Place Gaming logo as well as our Chains of Perdition character art. I don't think I have much else, so
Listen, there's two Michaels that are the GOAT. One is Michael Jordan. The other is
Jackson.
Yes, thank you.
Shaman, play that intro.
All right. To go to you first, and then we'll get more mood music.
Excuse me.
Last we left off.
Sorry. That was a great thing to jump into me burping.
Last we left off, the Chains of Perdition find themselves changing the music.
Sure do.
Your army marched on the camp,
As calm as I could get.
and you were met in the field. There are lots of talks between you, Vivian, and their representative, Drogon, I believe was his name. Meanwhile, Rosca, One-Eye, Cersei, and Locke performed a nice little stealth mission to capture the High Shaman. You did capture High Shaman Kor, who was willing, after reading your mind. You guys made your way back. You exchanged hostages. Kor was exchanged for Flanagan. Kor did seem to like you guys. He liked what you had to say, Vivian, as the leader of these people, and I think that, yeah, I don't think he did much other than tell you guys that he's not the only
Leader.
one that he would need your guys' blessing. He'd have to sit for Ashwalker Vara, as the decision's not solely up to him. Ashwalker Vara more so leads the people in like a, not militant, but more like a survival manner, but like Kor is more so like their spiritual leader. They have one for the mind, one for the body, you can think of it that way. But Ashwalker Vara did arrive after some back and forth. You guys saw that your interests are not that unlike. I believe she's the one that proposed the 1v1 combat.
Mm-hmm.
So Booker, you went against Roth Bloodfire, I think.
And got the shit beat out of him.
Yeah, you got knocked down, but thankfully you have...
A channel Chumbawamba?
Yes. You killed Roth after turning into the Infernal Ferryman.
Whoops.
Yeah.
And
Couldn't quite
then
control it.
the tribesmen do gather. You have 5 souls left, by the way. Right here, but just in case you wanted to know.
I think I have it updated.
5 souls to pay the
Yep.
toll to get that boys.
No.
Oh.
No.
The tribesmen do begin to gather and get ready for the Walk of Fire. I believe, Locke, we left off as you got pointed to.
If I could play Johnny Cash, I would.
For this strange ritual, the Walk of Fire. You have no idea what the Walk of Fire is.
Well, and
You just
didn't
know
some
you-
of the ghostly fires start coming around me too when that
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, and then in this like center pedestal area, you see this big gray fire kind of begin to appear. You have no idea what the Walk of Fire is. You just know you'll be completing it with Ashwalker Vara.
Okay.
I look at my comrades. I hope I see you guys on the other side. If something does happen, please find Sammy.
We will.
I think I'm still in the tent, aren't I?
No.
Oh. Okay. I didn't know if I was up and walking around yet.
Yeah.
Okay. They had to basically kind of pull me off the field from.
Yeah. You'll be fine. You have,
You're a stubborn
I
guy.
believe, 1 hit point.
Yeah, I just didn't know if I was walking with the 1 hit point yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to be fine.
You'll do fine. And Sammy will be here eventually.
Then I will look towards Vara.
So, as the sun does set in the red wastes, for the first time since you guys have been here, this camp is silent. You hear no cries, no training, no drums, no war cries, no hollers, no shouts, no weird rituals going on. You just see these thousands of Ashen folk gathered around this gray circle, a fire on this gray stone. Warriors do sit shoulder to shoulder with hunters. Children perch atop wagons, boulders, tents. You see the elders lean against their staffs carved from volcanic wood. Every eye does watch the center of this gathering. At the heart of the circle, you see this ring, this strange ring of gray fire. It looks like the fire you guys have seen before. The flames don't crackle, they don't smoke, they burn. You don't feel the heat coming off them like you would with a fire this big. You see within some of these flames, like as you guys look at them, you almost see shadows that you recognize within. You can't quite make out what it is. Memories do flicker through the firelight, though. And on next to the fire, you do see Ashwar Kavara waiting, watching, and her expression is unreadable.
Is there... I guess as I walk up
Yeah, so
to
you are
her...
escorted up by Kor. You guys can be nearby, but he does kind of take a walk up to the precipice of this.
Be as close as we can.
I'm going to look above and see if our friend is flying around.
Make a perception check.
It's 19.
No. You don't
Okay.
see.
As I'm being walked towards Vara, I'll look at Core. Is there anything you can tell me about this?
There is a lot I could tell you about this. Many outsiders don't understand this. They don't understand our ways. But if I were to put it in a way that you who live east of the wall would understand, think of it like marriage. He kind of pokes you with the staff.
God damn it.
Sometimes it is like marriage. He shrugs. Sometimes it isn't. Among the Ashen folk, every life leaves 3 ashes. An old tradition, ancient, memorized by us. The first ash is who you were. The second ash is who you will become. And the final ash is what remains when you are gone. He does turn to you, Mark. Tonight, you leave that first ash behind you. Does that suffice? Do you have any questions?
There's a
I
lot
know
of
that
questions.
marriage can be stressful for someone east of the wall.
There are still so many questions, but I don't know if we have time for all of them.
If you enter that ring of fire, the Ashen tribe will accept you as one of their own. You will be bonded as a family. You will also die. Briefly. It is extremely dangerous. Everyone who has partaken in this trial has died. Most of them come back. Not everyone does. Locke, you were the obvious choice.
What made me obvious?
You are not as important in a political matter as your queen is. I imagine her hand in marriage is something that can be bartered for a much greater price than us Ashwalkers. You of noble birth. It makes sense for our leader to join to become one with you. You being noble, it will make it easier for our people to assimilate east of the Force 5.
Nobody wants to marry you.
I take a deep breath.
Did once.
And I start walking forward.
I do wish you well, young. And as she's saying that, you hear Vara say, enough. This ritual is older than our people, older than kingdoms, older than the dam. You see her take one step and she sets it into the fire. The fire strips away lies. It strips away fears. It strips away masks. Then she looks right at you. The fire will see what remains. She will say, the chains of perdition. And she says this to everyone watching. They ask us to follow. Miss Queen in Chains asks us to march with her. And the East asks us to trust. Then let the East burn with us. As she reaches her hand out to you.
I take it.
As you touch her hand, the crowd does erupt. You hear spears and shields striking, people banging their hands on rocks and tents, boots pounding stone. It's almost like a deafening roar, and then you hear the crowd go, ash, 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 3 times. Kor will raise his staff as you do step into the fire. Do you step into the fire?
Before I take that step in, I do unclasp the tunic that I normally wear. And we've been together enough, you have seen it, but the Ashen tribe now sees the symbol of my family emblazoned on my chest as I step forward.
Do you have a tattooed on there?
It's inlaid in the armor.
Gotcha.
Mithril armor, whatever it is.
That's why I usually wear the tunic over it.
Kor will raise his staff as you do step in. The noise does stop. Burned one. And the crowd will, they all kind of slightly bow their head. Guide these souls through their second ash. Return them changed. Or not at all. These great flames do part as you walk into them. A narrow path opens up through the center. Heat rolls across your skin. Yet somehow the fire almost appears cold. Silent, patient, waiting, Vara steps forward, leading you without hesitation, without fear, as she pulls your hand forward, not affectionately, not romantically, more so like 2 businessmen greeting each other with a firm handshake, almost like 2 commanders in an army agreeing to a treaty, 2 warriors preparing for battle, like 2 people stepping into something that neither fully understands. Without turning to you, she says, walk with me.
I walk.
As you step forward through the fire, for a moment there's nothing. No sound, no fire. You feel not in your body. Only darkness. Then you hear footsteps. Slow, heavy, ancient. Something approaches as you're hand in hand with Vara. Something impossibly large. A silhouette emerges from the darkness. It is humanoid. It is burning, looking like day-old ash that is still slightly cindering. Its face is hidden behind shifting smoke. Its eyes are slowly burning like dying stars. You hear Vara say, "The burnt one." You see what you think to be this deity that they worship, the burned one, or at least something wearing its shape. It watches you silent, ancient, patient, as though it is measuring both you and Ashwalker Vara. It feels like hours go by, and then the burned one does say, "The first ash is gone. Walk well. Lead well." You see him raise its hand, and you just see ash begin to kind of come at you, but you can't see anything. The hot hits your face, but it feels almost cold whenever it touches your skin, and then darkness. What you guys see is both of them stand into the fire, step in, hand in hand, as the gray flames do grow larger and larger over the next 30 seconds or so. You see both of their forms collapse and be completely engulfed in flames.
That's what's supposed to happen.
As the flames do die down, you see the lifeless bodies of Locke and Ashwalker Vara in the middle.
See you guys.
That's the end of the campaign.
Can we approach?
Do you? You gotta ask yourself, would the Queen in Chains ask for permission to approach, or would you...
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if I start walking over there to see what the frick
Tell
is
me what
happening.
you're doing.
I'm going to make my way over there.
The
with
flames
concern.
completely gone.
Yeah, the flames are gone.
I'll walk over there too.
Okay, so as you guys do
Yeah,
approach,
much more of
a few
trot.
people behind High Shaman Cord kind of step in. He raises his hand. Let me check. I have faith that this has taken. So you do approach Locke.
What's happened?
Him and Ashwalker Vara are both lying down. They are both completely covered in ash. Their clothes are burned away. They're both in the nude with ash covering their entire body, both seemingly non-alive.
Can I check for signs of life?
Make a medicine check.
Shoot, I didn't know this. That's okay. I'm pretty sure it's only
You doing
this
what?
one. Oh, I just forgot to weigh. Yeah, it's like 7.
What's your intelligence?
Medicine is wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah.
medicine's wisdom.
Yeah, it's like even roll. So it's not plus anything.
Okay. Locke does not seem alive.
Do you have anything?
I was gonna say,
Luca?
What
What was the point of all this?
Let me try this, and I'll put my hand on Locke's chest, and I'll dump 5 points of lay on hands on.
As you do so, you feel a warmth come through your hand, and it meets Locke's, and then as it fades, nothing happens.
Well, that's not good. Usually this bully works.
I don't. Well, what was the point of any of this if they both just die? I mean,
Well,
the general freak out ensues.
Okay.
I mean,
General freak out ensues is the best I can say.
they did say that they do come back sometimes.
Locke, you find yourself alone in the ash with Ashwalker Vara.
I don't
Standing
know how long
hand
it
in
takes
hand.
to.
Oh, I guess I do. Let's see.
And she looks at you. What do you do?
Being able to kind of see now, I take a look around at where we are.
It's like the mirror room and Ocarina of Time, but Ash. It's just an empty void. With you, Vara, and nothing but Ash.
I look over at Vara. Is this the end then?
If you would like it to be. Together, we could lead these people to a new life.
That's the hope.
Then let us return. She puts her hand out, and you see this kind of little gray flame begin to glow.
I know IRL, where this is all spiritual right now, but in Locke's mind, we're here. So Locke will reach into his bag that he keeps on his waist.
As you go to reach to it, you don't have any of your belongings on you. You are as bare as you were the day you were born.
Or would you see him like wake up? Obviously.
No?
Oh no.
I was,
none of this is happening in your reality.
Yeah, we
Oh,
don't
okay.
see this.
I was-
This is all in.
No, I
like
knew
a-
that part, but I guess I was okay. We haven't transitioned yet. Got
Yeah,
it.
no. As far as we know, he's dead still. He's dead, Jim.
Freak out continues.
Realizing that I don't have any of the items that I normally would have with me, I look upon Vara once more.
She notices your
State.
confusion and says, "Everything you need is inside of you."
Well, it wasn't something that I needed. It was more of another part to this pact. In customs on the eastern side, if this is considered a marriage, I was going to give you the signet ring of my house so that you may wear.
Jewelry for me. If this is your custom, then you can give it to me once we awaken. Is this symbol some sort of symbol of ownership, like I belong to you?
It's a symbol of partnership. At least that's how it has been for my family for generations.
This I can agree upon. Awaken your flame. She reaches her hand back out to yours, and you see the flame grow in her hand.
Instead of taking her hand, I will mirror what it is she is doing.
Sure. As you reach out your hand, you do concentrate for just a bit, and you see this small gray flame begin to, and it's like small, it's like this candle here.
When I think about the flame, do I get any feeling like I do when I summon my daggers? Or is it something different?
Something different. Yeah, I'd say something different.
Okay. I focus to see if I can. I start to focus to see if I can increase the size of the flame and realize it's probably not a good idea. And then I slowly bring my flame to hers as I take her hand.
So as both your hands do meet, you feel a flash of heat and cold all at the same time. And you guys see Locke in front of you's eyes shoot wide open and gasp.
Oh, thank
Air
God.
does fill your lungs. The world returns. The crowd does erupt around you. You hear lots of banging on the shield. as the ritual completes itself. Both you and Ashwakavara are returned. You look at your body, you are completely covered in like white and gray ash. You are alive. You feel changed and reborn. Ah, you hear Kor say, the fire, it accepted you. Ashwalkers. As you both stand up, there's silence for a moment, and then Kor does lower his head and slightly kneel. You see everyone else begin to kind of kneel all in unison. Not to you, not necessarily to you, but to what this ritual represents. A union, an oath, a future. Vara does finally speak quietly, only loud enough for you guys close by to hear. Now it is a family matter. So, what are you guys doing?
Well, I think we need to get you some clothes.
I just hope your betrothed treats you better than my last one.
As you do look around, your clothing are like, it was like you've been raptured. Your clothing are at the edge of the fire.
Awesome.
Closed it.
Go help him.
I am.
So the first thing you do, I imagine we try to get the ash off of you, and the ash does not come off of you.
Yeah, I'd probably try to ruffle it out of my hair first.
Does not come out.
So is he like just a paste or something now?
Kratos.
Oh, okay.
Grayish.
I notice my belongings on the side.
Dong.
You probably should put this on the
Don't be
He's going
jealous.
to look up with light.
helicopter.
You do feel different and feel changed.
Well, yeah, he's a married man now.
Yeah.
I will say before I actually put any of my gear back on, I do fulfill that promise and put my signet ring on her hand.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
She looks at it. Is this something that women in your area long for? This is highly impractical. What if my spear should catch on my hand?
Well,
Yes.
I
If
will.
I fire an arrow and the bowstring hits it and fillets my finger.
It's more of a symbol of the partnership. You do not have to wear it if you do not want.
If these are your customs, I shall.
I didn't even get you a present, Doc. I'm so sorry.
Didn't know that we're gonna have a shotgun wedding.
Yes, I think you could actually oversee that, couldn't you? Don't you have the credentials?
I'm not that kind.
My mind is kind of racing on everything that's happened in the last probably 10 minutes now.
Also,
I know it felt like longer for us while we were inside. Oh no.
I haven't had my mic on.
There's always a second chance, Booker.
I look to Vara, then to Kor, and then to my friends. I think we need to figure out what the king is hiding in the mountain now.
I am very curious of that. I think we have more than proven our worth, so hopefully he'll be honest.
It's What good honeymoon plans?
Yes, let's take you and you'll. Is she? What does she look? Is she pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take you and your beautiful wife. I say genuinely. Back to the.
For lack of better descriptor, she looks like Hela in the Savage Land skin.
Yeah. I kind of figured there's some like Avatar,
well,
Worlds
yeah,
of
I
Fire
think it's a little
vibes.
bit more Mad Maxy.
Yeah.
It's like a combination of Savage Land and Mad Maxy. She also doesn't have any clothes on at the moment and looks pretty good.
I was gonna say, I kind of think I always like pictures look like Lady Hellbender.
She's
Or Lady Death.
maybe like an inch or two bigger than Locke is, like taller. He's
Amazonian.
a large person.
Yeah.
I always kind of think of her kind of like that a little bit.
Not the blue skin, but sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nate's not
I just
a short guy, but I know this area, she's probably a few inches taller than me.
Does this mean we're all in accord? Have we trialed enough?
Rest on the evening. We will discuss our plans in the morn. Husband, I shall retire to my chambers. You are welcome to join me.
Like you should.
Booker, have some care.
Well, you don't know. Booker's the only one that's been married out of anyone here. Maybe he's giving Locke some advice.
I'm aware of what happens. Look, she might be naive.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just in general.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying, give him the option.
all right, but it's probably
I don't listen to
bad
Booker. I
idea
just
to go.
So-
Arranged marriages, as you know, are not that odd in our level of life.
do
I know
So
that.
he could do
Evening.
worse.
And
That's true.
You can do. I will let you decide whatever
Off
you want
screen.
to do.
It's fine. Have a nice.
But you guys can rest for the evening.
Oh, I will.
You are no longer outsiders or strangers here. It's very strange culturally. Like, it seems like there's no bad blood towards you guys at all, even though hours ago you were a competing army.
And had their leader hostage.
Speaking of, am I allowed to talk to their leader and hold before bed?
To Core, I
Yes.
was going to say Vara is not.
She's indisposed, I
accepting
understand.
So, with the Ashen folk now willing to march, an alliance being secured, the Chains of Perdition have gained thousands of allies. Locke, you have left your first ash behind. So, what are you doing?
No, I just wanted to talk to Cord if there's anything I should know to properly direct his people around.
You are more than welcome to stay in my tent. I believe that your friend Locke and Cersei and Raska know where it is, but Locke will not be joining us, I don't think.
No, he is just newlywed. No, I wanted to discuss your people so I could get a better idea because
Of course.
as a would-be leader myself, I should know what I can about those under my charge.
Of course.
I guess I'm going to his tent.
Do you guys all go to his tent?
I mean, I guess I go wherever she goes. I mean, I don't know. Are we go? I mean, if it's time to turn in, then I'll probably go turn in.
Yeah, I'm not planning on like staying up all night.
He's invited you to stay in his
Yeah,
tent.
yeah, he's got a
Okay,
nice
like-
tent.
Yeah.
It's a place
Okay.
to sleep.
All right.
So, you have unexchanged hostages too.
Yes.
Just what were you telling? Who are you putting
Men.
in command of your
The men,
and
men and women.
Yes.
The other men and women. I mean,
Who would you put in charge of your people?
probably.
There's
Ross.
There's Ticket. There's Raska. There's Flanagan. There's
Flanagan.
there's
and Ticket.
Hralda. There's
I think Flanagan and Ticket. I
what's his
believe
name?
that
There's,
Flanagan's probably
not there,
earned.
Silvar.
No.
So far, been nothing but a good ally.
I know, but I have to make sure because I know he has other intentions. So, I mean, just the more trusted one, it's fine. But I feel like Flanagan offering himself probably has gained him a measure of more respect, so people might be more inclined to listen to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so you do find Flanagan. Yes, my lady.
I'm glad you're all right. That was brave what you did.
Did we lose Locke today? Did he join these others?
No, I think he simply has gained us an alliance by his own measure of sacrifice.
A noble one.
Unfortunately, in the world that Locke and I come from, truly it is not unusual for us to make such alliances. Whether we're there for love or for other things.
My lady, if I may, I noticed when this unusual marriage ceremony was happening that the Lord Commander, he looked off. I've seen him look angry more times than I can count. I've seen him look annoyed. I've seen him measure of emotions, but I've never seen this. He almost looked sad.
I trust you, Flanagan, so I will be quite honest.
He was referring to Booker there, if you didn't.
I know. Okay. The Lord Commander is afflicted with a very severe curse, which...
Gay.
What? Which requires a certain level of violence. We're just truly beginning to understand the consequences of it, but I did make him a promise. And I may need of many of you to help me keep that promise. If he is unable to control that part of himself, we are to eliminate him.
Make an insight check.
Oh.
He's talking about the marriage, isn't he?
Oh, you said Booker, what?
Make an insight check.
Oh, okay.
To see if you're... What'd you get?
21.
You more so get that maybe the thought of like a husband and a wife in marriage.
Oh, you're talking about that sadness.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad I was frank about the other thing, but yes. That may be a story he'd rather tell himself. But he is a man who had a life, and that life is not within his reach at the moment. Is the best I can say without him telling you to the details with which he is comfortable. Our merry band is not so lucky in love thus far.
What is your command for me?
Make sure the men get rest.
We are one with these people now, are we not?
We are.
Should we stay separate? I can't imagine that the men and women will want to hold off. I believe that creating barriers, even though
I think, I mean, just tonight I'm planning to attend to the course, the shaman. Does he have an actual title?
High Shaman Corps.
High Shaman Corps tent. I think the most we can begin to understand each other now, the better. This isn't just about uniting for the king. This is uniting for all of us. We are stronger if we understand each other, even if our different traditions may seem strange to one another. Wouldn't you agree?
They
might look a little funny, but I'm sure they're perfectly fine.
I will see to it that nobody does anything out of line.
Yes, and if they do, you let me know.
We need to grow acquainted with these Ashran folk. We have more than a week's travel back to the king. I can't imagine moving this many people will go as quickly as we arrived here.
No, then they do know this terrain better than many of us.
When we arrive there, I believe that we should be one with these people. Because if it is us versus the king, it is better if we are united.
You are right.
My lady,
Have a good night, then.
if you command it, my lady.
I do command it.
you wish.
But yeah, no, I trust
What?
them to be in charge of making sure people keep watch and actually get rest. And intermingle amongst the
So,
tribes folks.
Bleh.
Sorry.
See how you feel about the tribesfolk.
No.
so you and Booker will go. Everyone else will stay. So Roska, Cersei, Ticket, Silvar, Heralda, Flanagan, they'll all stay.
Yeah. You know,
And
just.
slowly begin the integration process.
I mean, they probably have like pop-up tents and things they can take
Oh, yeah.
with them, and things will come in handy
Well,
for everyone.
you have like
Yeah,
all of
but
your
theirs
tents
are
and stuff.
probably even better suited to around here. You know?
But you do make your way to the High Shaman Corps' larger tent.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't been there before, but as you do make your way there, it's pretty nice. As like 3 different stacks where like smoke can come out, and as you do walk in there, he's already prepared himself in the middle with a little gray fire. And you remember he kind of like blindly looks. It almost kind of like feels the fire around him. I told you guys he's blind, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah.
want to make sure.
Yeah, I think
Blind.
like he had the glazed over eyes. I think if you if I remember.
He's
Yeah.
not watching.
What?
Blind.
Yeah.
Like what's his face blind?
Daredevil.
No, the
Murdoch.
no, I can't think. The guy, singer,
Oh,
Stevie Wonder?
Stevie Wonder. Yeah,
Now I'm just.
you ever seen that video where the microphone
Or
stand?
Ray Charles. Which one?
Not Ray Charles. Stevie Wonder. Where
Well,
he
I mean,
grabs the
when you're-
microphone stand.
When you're blind, your other senses become quite sharp, so it's something.
Oh,
Enhanced.
I just love that conspiracy theory. He's actually not blind. He's just been faking it the entire time. Anyway,
What about the theory that Vince McMahon that we know is not actually Vince McMahon and a paid actor, that the real Vince McMahon has played to be his public-facing persona for 40 years? I
that's
believe in that one.
That's a long con.
I would believe in it
It's
more.
almost crazy enough to work.
I would believe in it more had he not
Had so much
Done-
plastic surgery.
Well, the real
Done
Vince
the
McMahon is
loan.
the one with the mustache.
Oh, okay. The other guy, the rib replacement, got plastic surgery to look like him. That's why he looks plastic and fake tan.
Yeah.
It's something.
Okay, I can get behind that one.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's like the Joe
so
Biden.
you
quote.
do find yourself inside of High Shaman Corps' tent. Join me, Queen of Chains.
You know, it's a rather lovely tent you have here.
So I'm told.
I know.
Please do not hurt my guards. Your
What?
3 other friends did quite a number on them.
No,
Although we are
no.
one as a people now,
I don't
I think
find
they
it
might hold a
unless
grudge.
That's
trying to
that's
do
why
some funny
I'm
business.
here.
We didn't
Is-
kill any of them.
Is because obviously we didn't get to start off on the best foot, but
Hi,
I
Commander
do.
Booker.
Oh,
You killed one of our people as well.
Um,
You could have been merciful in combat. Why did you take his life?
well, unfortunately,
be honest.
the thing that happened there was kind of took control and kind lost control of the reins. And if it wasn't for my friends out here, then it probably would have been a lot worse.
He's cursed.
Perhaps you need to find someone to walk through fire with and begin your second ash.
I don't think I need that. I think it's more of I need to get rid of this blue
Are you
curse.
spoken for already?
No.
You are not.
I was at one point, but that's a long time ago.
I wasn't.
Well, once there was flame, there is still ash. Ash can burn again.
He never saw that his wife has another baby.
I heard about it.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he.
Well, my kids have aged since I've seen them last.
They're like
Yeah, it's probably been
15
like 2
and
years since you've seen your
18
kid.
or something.
Or no.
It's been longer than that. It's been like 5 years, I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Was it long? Oh.
No, you well, maybe like 2 or 3 years, somewhere around there.
It's a bit complicated. And sometimes people grow apart. Sometimes people don't even get the chance to grow close, as was my case. Yes, complicated, I think, is a good word for it. But I agree with you. I think Booker deserves to be happy. I do.
I'm fine.
No.
Make a perception check too. While you were, this sort of happened when you were walking to your marital tent.
23.
You do see the bird watching you flying, but as you went through the tent, nothing. Okay, back to you guys.
I mean, do you think him finding love would help his curse?
There seems to be a great void. Some fill it with love. Maybe.
Well, I will say I was very close to wanting to fill the deep void in myself with revenge, but I'm working on that every day, and hopefully I'm doing all right with that.
You must ask yourself as his hand does go through the fire. And he does, as his hand goes through it, he kind of pulls a bit of the fire out with him and stretches it and then puts it back. Ask yourself, what will you leave behind in your third ash? That is your legacy.
Hopefully less blood than it's been so far. That is my goal. Not no blood. I think that's impossible. But less than my forefathers, I hope. Well, not necessarily my forefathers. My forefathers actually were not so violent, really. But you know what I think you know what I mean. I don't know.
I do not know, but I would like to understand. And in this time our people will spend together, I hope we will understand much more.
Well, you know, the place where I come from, over the wall, beyond the wall, it is a very warm place. Not so warm as it is here, but it is a warm and arid place where we do...
On top of the tower, it is warmer than it is here.
Oh.
Like a lot.
And I can stand at the top of the tower, obviously.
Yes,
I mean,
you stood at the top of
yes.
the tower.
Yeah, and
I
I
took
sweated
it,
my
and
ass
he
off
hated
at the top of the tower. That's where...
Well, it's very warm there, so...
That's where your ancestral seat would
right,
hold.
is where
would hold council. And it was kind of like literally putting somebody in the
trial
hot
by
seat.
fire, kind of.
Yes.
Quite literally.
It's like if somebody came to you with a problem,
Make
they would
them
have
sweat.
Yes.
Make them
Yes.
sweat.
Yeah. If I remember correctly,
Take
that's
the
where...
heat.
I do
There's lots of
not
times.
remember what I called that off the top of my head. It is in World Anvil, though, if you look at it.
Yeah, it's the something keep, the something fell, keep maybe. But that said,
Firefall is where you're from.
right? But I'm trying to
I
remember.
don't remember. It's
That
in World
said-
Anvil, if you look at it.
I think that your people would very much enjoy where I come from, or at least it would feel a bit like this, and I would like to be able to show you.
The Scorched Nest.
Yes.
If we are welcome, I would like to venture to the east.
That is the point of all this, is to not have
We
you seclude-
worry of this king of yours. The hatred to our people, and that ours have to his. And yet we are both on this side of the dam. I fear that the hatred on the dam into the east far outclasses the hatred we have for each other. Would your people ever allow us to join them? How many generations would we go through before we are accepted as one? How many until a war breaks out and one of us is scourged from this planet? He wouldn't say planet. This plane of existence.
I believe a war has already begun. I don't know what you can see in your fire, but there are forces beyond this plane which already mean to destroy what we have here to begin with. And if anything can unite our torn societies, it is a common enemy. And we have that. They just haven't all seen it yet. And if this king is in league with that enemy, then he too is my enemy as well. But I am willing to entertain him until we return, because it was he who thought I should go recruit you. And that, although a very tiny, tiny branch, is an olive branch nonetheless. If you are familiar with the turn of phrase.
Yes. In this, you would make another enemy of another king. Can you fight two kings? How many of your people and my people are you willing to throw at this conflict?
I would rather not throw any. I imagine we'll have to
And
make some sacrifices. But if that sacrifice includes myself, I am not opposed to it.
And
because-
you believe this king of yours, you believe he feels the same way?
I think he knows that there is more at stake than petty conflicts beyond different sides of the world. But I agree with you, whatever he is meddling with in that volcano need not be used if we are united together. I don't know what it is, I don't understand, but I will tell him to stop. Whether he'll listen to me or be cross, I don't know. But if he is the man he says he is, he will listen.
We Ashen folk, we worshipped the burned one. Your king, I believe, tries to wake him.
And what happens if the burned one wakes up?
The world will be set ablaze.
Well, I think we'll just keep him asleep then. If we can. What is the burned one, exactly? Can you tell me?
He is everything.
Well, that's a
He is
rather
who
broad
we worship.
description.
He is the one that allows us to breathe, the one that allows us to die, the one that sees our crops grow, and the one that sees them fail.
So he's a god.
That is what our people believe.
Well, many people believe in many gods, and I do not besmirch them, that need, but
I don't believe this god will ever be accepted to be worshipped east of the dam.
You say that, but there is one in our pantheon that is not one that many are fond of, but he is part of it, and his name is Asmodeus.
The devil.
Yes.
The devil king.
One of which I am quite familiar with. So I know a bit about allying oneself with lesser favored beings of power. You are a man of mysticism. I'm sure you can sense I am more than just a girl who can use her words well.
The burned one will guide us. Let us hope we can control the fires and not have it consume us.
Well,
Or the world will be left ash.
I think we proved today things can rise from the ashes, did we not?
Spoken like a true bird of flames. I must rest now.
I'm tired.
Old bones, old eyes. So you guys can find a rest for the evening. What are you looking at?
I've seen what Sarah said. Well, you have good taste, Sarah. That is
Asmodeus.
our lady's lover.
So, you guys do find rest for the evening, so you can take a long rest.
By golly, I sure will.
I need one because I have exhaustion.
He's hurt. He hurt.
It's nice that they added them.
What equipment do you all have again?
In what?
Who has the sending stone?
I think you do, don't you?
Yes, it's not like in my bag, but I've
So,
because I'm the one that's
in
gonna have
the
to say
morning-
the 25 words every time.
In the morning, as you wake up, you do see the sending stone begin to kind of glow.
Oh, a message.
Hello.
Banana phone.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Mickey.
Sorry.
If you know, you know.
Do you listen to it?
Yeah, I'll listen to it.
As you put it up to your ear, you do hear the familiar voice of Veltris Limafe, I believe. Say, 7 kingdoms fractured, armies gather,
Oh,
new king manipulated by queen,
oh.
No, not surprising.
borders closing, Summerfield isolated. Are you alive?
Respond, no, I'm dead.
GG, no heals.
Please help us.
By God, we're trying.
Okay, okay.
Can you repeat that?
Can I?
7 kingdoms fractured, armies gather, new king manipulated by queen, borders closing, Summerfield isolated. Are you alive? Please help us.
Okay, I will try to send a message. 25, right?
25, yep.
Okay. I live. Hold fast. Unite yourselves as I build forces beyond the dam. There will be help coming in some form or another. Stay strong. Aha!
Okay.
That's really all I can say, I guess.
So in that morning, you guys can kind of do whatever you want. It's going to take them a few days to gather their things and begin to march. They are a nomadic people, but that being said, they do have camps that they generally sit in and to do things like
No, they have, I mean,
hunt,
they probably have
prepare,
like kids
stuff like
and
that.
stuff
Mhm.
too. So.
Kids, elders, things like that, all marching. So it'll probably be like maybe like 2 days, 3 days until you can actually begin to march. If there's anything specific you guys want to do, let me know. Otherwise, we can abridge
I don't
this.
think so.
I do have a few things that'll happen throughout these days, but is there something specific you would like?
During some of this period,
I'm just going to do my general false life roll just in case, but I'll just use it for when it's relevant.
So yeah, as you do all meet back up, it is there does feel to be something different about Locke. He does seem changed.
Spooky.
How was the tent?
He is has gray ash. You cannot remove that.
So, this is just what you look like now?
I guess so.
The one thing that did not change is you look at your hand and you still see the symbol of Lilith. You still see that part.
Probably pronounced even more now that I have grayer skin.
Mm-hmm. Almost like vampiric, like Mr. Sinister skin color.
I was fine with Kratos. Now I feel evil.
Well, I can tell you, Locke, the folks in the swamp are going to be very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed for you by comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Broke a marriage.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention
That was
we're going to have to deal with that
top
guy
of my
later.
mind when this all happened, just so you're
We're
aware.
going to have to Arya Stark that guy eventually.
Speaking of that, what happened whenever...
Don't worry about it.
Whenever Robb Stark broke his marriage vow with Walder Frey.
Red wedding. Well, the wedding already happened, so...
Reigns of Casterby.
Isn't that the same guy that had to eat his own children? So
Yeah, but after he killed everybody.
I know. We're going to try to not do the same thing.
Well, at least,
Also, he has so many children. That would take so long.
come on.
Yeah, I mean, how do you even fit them all into a pie?
Come on.
Gotta
Might
mash them
be
all up?
a combination of both inconspicuous and conspicuous. I mean, you're definitely going to draw heads.
I mean, to
But,
be
yeah,
fair, we have
but
an
people
entire
are not
thousands
gonna-
of people now that look exactly like him.
Right, but I mean, if he meets somebody that he knows that
By
he's
your
not,
wife, we're also
maybe a little bit of
just tell them he's not the
jewelry
same
to
person.
wear.
Oh,
like the
yeah, this
bones
might be a little
and
bit of-
teeth and stuff like that. Something to help you look more the part. They probably would have offered you as much garb to dress like them as you would want. I imagine you wouldn't want to completely adopt
I do
their
try to prestidigitation.
way of looking.
I would... Instead of, like,
I don't know.
the cloak that I've been
makes the
wearing...
exact sound.
While it... Even though Locke is a noble, he doesn't really dress bougie. Stuff he learned when he was over in the... across the ocean.
Across the pond.
Not to be that way.
I know he dresses.
But instead of that cloak that he had adapted from over there, he will try to piece together something similar, utilizing the garments of his new family.
So you do get, so it's like a kind of like a pirate's coat is kind of what you used to wear, like a pirate's coat with a hood. So you swap that out for it's a like sleeveless duster that's made out of like stitched together animal hide. Has lots of ash burn marks on it. The buttons on it are like teeth from different animals that are woven onto it. And a few spots on it, you do see like bones and stuff kind of weaved into it. It does still have a hood. Your pale arms do stick out on it, though. One of the things Vara would have given you also is like a smaller crown that kind of sculpts around your face.
Really giving that Mr. Sinister stuff on.
Yeah, it's kind of like Scarlet Witch crown
Yeah.
looking. a little bit more sharper crest, but it's like to be made out of bone and teeth. Your night with her was consummated, but it was not like lovey-dovey, romantical. And in the morning when you do wake up, she is not there.
I was gonna say my pirate duster I do keep inside my bag. And
Yeah.
No, now he's just starting to sound like a Globo.
Hello, blah, blah, blah. Before I get the translator. That morning, I am looking over my body because it has changed so much. I dive into my own mind, everything that's happened in the last 12 hours. Breaking that vow that I wasn't super serious about anyway with the Walder Frey people.
Don't say that too loud.
Thinking about my family on the other side of the wall, hoping that they are okay.
As you do think of that, you need to reach out your hand also, and you see this little gray fire form. Close your hand and it goes away. You think about it again. Little fire.
Pretty cool.
When I bring it back, I know it's a different feeling than whatever this psionic energy that I have that creates those blades, because that's still a mystery of why that happened. But I do try to shape that fire into something similar.
So as you do that, so you're basically forming your mind blade.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that, and you see your mind spike blade thing, whatever you call it.
Soul knife.
Soul knife form. But you see this ethereal gray fire come off of it.
I look at it a little bit before dismissing it. Not necessarily in Locke's mind, it's another level to what has been going on since the atrocity that occurred that took his aunt's life. He thinks about when this blade first appeared. It was after awaking from one of his nightmares. And while he doesn't push it away, he compartmentalizes it in his own mind to think about some other time, because he knows that we must continue on.
So as you do think about when this blade first came to you, you think of your Aunt Ella. You think of the way that you lied to her in her dying breaths. You did not want to give up your identity. You find yourself walking aboard a deck of a ship. You look up. This moon that you usually see is now clouded. And as the clouds do part, you see this gray fire surround it. As you do look down at the water is still. There's no wind. As you do look, the water is not water. You find yourself in a field of ash. Then you see it surface. You see a large eye, like a dying star. An eye you've seen before, but now it's clear that this eye is that of the burned one, looking at you. As you look closer, you see your reflection in it. You see your aunt floating beside you in the water. It's like she's trying to speak your name as she reaches out. Hey, Mom. Hey, Mom. You cough out a bit of ash as you do come back to consciousness.
I'm sorry. I give it a little bit of time before I eventually stir and get ready for my day.
You guys doing anything with your day as Locke does find you?
I mean, I'm just trying to like help the integration as best I can. Talking to everyone, letting
Sure.
myself be seen, talking to everyone. Trying to be nice to kiddos, things like that.
Get
As
some
you
babies.
Letting the old ladies talk my ear off if they
Sure.
want to, whatever it takes.
One of the things that you do find out is that one of the elders of the Ash tribes did die during the evening. Not of violence, not from battle, but simply of old age. It's a rarity in the Red Waste for that to happen. But you do see the Ashen folk gather for their funeral. There are no tears, no mourning, no sadness, only respect. You guys all attend the funeral.
I think that's pretty. I have to.
So
It's like your wife saying,
Yeah, that might be
You see this body
That's your
that's
great
wrapped.
Aunt Agatha.
You see this body that's wrapped in gray cloth as your loving wife Ashwakar Vara does stand at its head. High Shaman Core stands at their feet. The body is placed atop a pyre of black volcanic wood. No one cries. No one speaks. They all simply watch. Core does raise his hand and say, "The first ash." And everyone around you does answer, "Gone." "The second ash." The tribe around you answers, "Spent." "And the final ash." The tribe around you says, "Remembered." As the body does begin to burn with these gray ethereal flames, for a brief moment, the smoke resembles a humanoid figure that begins to walk westward. Nobody reacts. This seems to be a normal way to send one off in the Red Wastes. As the ceremony does end, as Core passes you, he will kind of look in your general direction. "The East fears death. We speak with it here." As he leaves you. The following day, Vara does request that you accompany her in the morning. She will tell you that the rest of your comrades can join if you would like. Do you?
Yeah.
Integration. Integration.
Gotta interact with our friend's new wife.
She walks you guys up to the top of this crater. And you're just standing on this ridge looking over these hundreds of tents. You see thousands of ash folk. You see children, hunters, warriors, families, elderly. Vara will say, "When outsiders see us, they see savages. What do you see?"
Strange as I'm trying to understand. I cannot say that the others won't still see savages, but perhaps if they see you alongside people they consider less savage, you can help that perception. People see a monster when they look at me half the time, so...
What do you see, Lord Commander?
I see people going on about their daily lives, not worrying about what's going on around them, happy with where they're at, content.
And what do you see, dear husband?
I see people making the best of what they have, even if it's not much. People trying to survive. People who will lead a better life. Especially when the right people guide them to that prosperity.
And prosperity, I hope we will find. I see fewer tents than my grandmother saw. We see fewer children, fewer hunters, fewer years. The land gives less to us every year. Game disappears. Water turns bitter. The old paths vanish beneath fire. Another generation or two, and there may be nothing left. My people do not like to admit it, but I believe our survival is east of the dam. May you lead us there.
That's where we want to end up. But it will not be easy. Not just for the fights here, but for the enemy that spreads over there.
Later in the day, Booker, let's say you hear some of your men talking with some of the Ashen folk about a hunting party that never returned. You hear the Ashen folk asking for volunteers to come help the hunting, or find the hunting party.
Well, I'll make my way over there.
You bring anybody with you?
Yeah, I'll look around at if pick whoever I think would be good for scouting.
Sure. Do you bring any of your party members, or are you just looking for other soldiers?
I'm not going.
I mean, I'll see if Nate wants to, or Locke wants to, but I mean, I'm not gonna.
I mean, if you're going to be doing scouting, it's probably not a bad idea for Nate to go.
I'll ask and see if he wants.
Yeah, Cersei will go with you too.
And
First thing that you notice whenever you go to Cersei's tent is that she looks like she hasn't slept at all. Bags under her eyes.
well, that's not good. Well, didn't you say something that you haven't been sleeping?
It's back. The howling.
Oh, that's. Alright.
Whatever it is that afflicted Sir Canio, I felt it when we were in Brimshire. I think it followed me.
Well, it seems like you have it under control. I mean,
I don't want to talk about it. Let's just go. What is this?
well, we have a hunting party that's.
Say
Well-
less. I'll go with you. She stands up and goes with you. So you'll take a few people with you. I imagine you'll leave all the other people that Vivian has appointed to the chained guard with her.
Yeah.
Have you appointed anybody else to your chained guard? Or is that more so a decision in the future? I'm not trying to rush you. Just
No, I
That's
mean,
something you always need to be thinking of.
it's Silvar, yes.
He's the thief.
I know, but he's proven him.
Also, the chain guard is more so like knights, not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not yet. I don't know.
You know that a good ruler has people that are capable in all areas of expertise. So,
No, well, that's what I'm asking. I mean, he's the only one that kind of didn't make the cut the first time. And might have earned
well,
it.
you do remember that the king usually has a master of secrets, master of whispers.
All right, come over here, so or else have a conversation.
Well, I'm not telling you you have to.
I think it'd be funny.
But also, you do know that the current king's master of secrets and whispers exists still.
And has been following us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I might want him. Yeah.
I'm not telling you to make your decision right now. I'm just telling you that that's.
Oh, he's good. Just
And
just
also-
listen.
and also-
listen.
Also,
Silver, you gotta, you know, you gotta vibe a little bit. And I'll find a
you
spot
remember.
for you.
Well, from what you remember about him, he is exiled for thieving and forgery from the mint. Yes.
You know, I mean, there are worse crimes.
Do you remember what it was that he did?
And I don't remember exactly what he
He was stealing the actual gold that was used to make coins and replacing it with fake gold.
I kind of.
And then he was selling his gold to the crown.
Again, I actually kind of.
I believe
applaud
that
it.
is racketeering. I
I
believe.
kind of applaud it. I don't hate it. Okay, seems like an alright guy. No, I just. You know, I feel like I have a limited number, but also, you know,
You don't have to give him any title of importance either.
I just, you know, good job, buddy.
Thank you, my lady. What do I owe this pleasure to?
Well, you know,
Are we marching east? I grow tired of these wastes.
We are, but you know. There may yet be more infiltration necessary, and I believe you have shown yourself to be quite...
Loyalty and power will gain you a lot this side of the dam, but to the east, I believe coin will buy you more.
Oh, would you like to forge more? Is that what you're saying?
Of course. I
You
do
know-
have the know-how.
I would love to bankrupt some awful people, is what
If-
I'm saying.
The opportunity arises, I would pledge
In fact, I know of
my
some
abilities.
coyotes of particular interest of mine that I would love to see ruined, so I'm just going to...
House Derenay.
Yes.
You and me both, sister.
I'm just going to float the idea to you, and I want you to stay sharp on your skills. Because, well, they over there did not find use for them. There is use for some chicanery. I think that's the right.
Sean Connery?
Chicanery. I think chicanery is like nonsense. Right?
So as this is happening, Booker, you gather your small hunting party and head out to the north. You know that a hunting party's never returned, that the Ashen folk have asked for some people to help.
Use of trickery, deception, or crafty subterfuge to achieve an advantage or evade the truth.
You get words that we don't really use much. It's a bit of a smarmy vibe
Yeah.
coming from Solar.
It's just fun to throw those words in there sometimes.
It's like he's educated or something.
Smarmy.
I like smarmy.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
It's like strategery.
Chicanery is just not a word. I get
So
used
you do eventually go to the north between you two, making your way through the red wastes. You do track not too far off, maybe like an hour's walk. You do see like 2 or 3 Ashen folk that have been killed and maimed and torn apart. It looks like on the ground there is this large hole, like maybe like 6 feet wide. And as you do look down, it looks like a tunnel. It's something burrowed through.
Wonder what that could be.
Do we have any of the Ashen folk with us? You want what happened to know what possibly did this? Would you?
It looks like an ashmore.
No bloody idea what that is.
Huge volcanic worm.
Oh, that's not good. Do we?
3 men round. Burrows.
Do we have any concern for where our camp is?
They don't like to be around a lot of people.
Alright.
We could hunt it if you would like, Metal Man, but we are few people as well. Might be best to leave it be
Yeah, I don't
and to send these ones to the ashes beyond.
I don't want to lose any more people to whatever this bloody worm is. Trying to keep everyone at least alive long enough to get across the wall. So, yeah, we'll let it be. Unfortunately, these two are the meal of the worm.
So, what you do notice is before they leave, they do pick the bodies clean of anything useful that they have on them. You know, these are a scavenging people, and they don't leave anything to waste. But they do set the people kind of like in a line, and there are 3 of them. And you do see them set their bodies ablaze before they leave.
Yeah, no, I wait with them just because it's part of the ceremony and
And then they'll say,
respect their traditions.
even in death, we help the tribe. A wasted death insults the burned one. Later that night, High Shaman Core does invite you guys to his tent. Do you accept that invitation?
Yeah.
Sure.
As you do walk in, you see the old shaman familiarly sitting by a tiny gray fire. This one's a little bit different, though. The flames actually burn downwards. The fire begins to, or it almost seems to like sink into the earth, not rise to the sky. Kor will say, "The fire, it remembers." He tosses in a handful of ashes into the flames, and you see these images begin to appear around you. Not visions, but memories. You see ancient warriors, volcanoes, ash storms, things from long ago. The king beyond the red wastes. Your king. He believes he can control what sleeps. Maybe. Maybe not. Most become stories. But you do see like a large primordial titan being made completely of ash and burned material and rock. Kind of like slowly lumber into these visions that you guys can all see for a while.
Well, let's
You
keep
do
him
anything?
asleep. I'm assuming that's your god.
Body he chose when he walked the Jewel Isles.
Do I? This is a DM question. Do I remember part of the lore is like Titans fighting dragons?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the Titans lost,
Mm-hmm.
and the dragons all went to sleep and became the Isles.
So it was Titans fought giants,
Titans fought dragons.
and then the giants, I believe, I don't know, we can watch the video. Great. I believe that they got the dragons involved, and then the dragons decided that they just wanted to scorch Earth, so they did so. And then the dragons laid down their bodies and became the actual land of which the new civilization built itself on.
That's what a crazy story. That's no way that's what happened.
Yeah, it's not like an island
No.
flew out of the sky 100 years ago.
No proof.
No, there's no island
No
that
evidence.
went over to the spectral continent. No island that just magically flew over there.
Nothing.
No
But
Tarask that
From
was,
what you get of what Cord just told you is that whatever this primordial titan is that the King of the Red Wastes might be trying to awaken was the worldly vessel that
vessel.
deity
Yeah,
has
no.
Yeah, we don't want
And so
to.
you don't know.
I don't know how accurate that is, but it doesn't sound good.
Basically,
I don't like it.
Basically, it's a car that the burned one once drove, and the king is also now. The king's like, this car's just been sitting here. I really want to drive it.
No,
But here's the thing:
Yeah,
the
it's a
king.
barb.
You don't know if the king knows how to drive stick shift.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
you
gonna,
Let's just
he's gonna flood the engine.
Leave the
They
car, Your
found
Highness.
this nice vintage
Leave
1967
the car
Corvette
alone,
in the
Your
barn
Highness.
going, I can drive that.
Drive around.
And maybe he can. You don't know.
Well,
He's just trying to find enough oil to start the damn thing.
Let's keep
Or
going.
it's going to be like Christine and it's going to have a mind of its own.
Park it. Leave it parked.
Leave it in the barn it was put in.
Later that evening, Vara does find you sitting alone, Locke. There's no romance, no affection, just honesty in her voice. As you look at your hand at the mark, and then you look at your ashen skin, you keep looking at the mark, at your skin. As she sits beside you, most that go through this do that for a time. Do not mistake what happened. You are not mine. There's a pause in her voice. But if anyone harms you, you see a faint smile. It's the first time you've seen her smile. I am required to kill them. It is the closest thing to affection that Ashwalker Vara can manage to tell you.
Since we are family now, the same. If someone hurts you, I will have to exact some sort of something that we cannot let stand. I will say, though, the one is a demon.
We will send it back to the abyss where it came from.
Part of me thought there was a chance that this was going to go away as he's rubbing the symbol on his hand, leaving behind what I was. Maybe this was just already part of what I'll become.
We will walk through the second ash together and leave nothing but greatness in our third ash. Tomorrow we will ride to the Horned Crown. That next morning, you do hear horns sound throughout the camp. War drums do answer as thousands begin packing their tents, breaking camp, preparing mounts, gathering weapons. the migration begins. Across the horizon, you do see smoke rise. As you do lead your people, thousands of ashen folk prepare to march. Children climb onto wagons, warriors gather spears, hunters saddle beasts. For the first time in generations, the tribes move as one. No fleeing, not surviving, but marching towards the Horned Crown, towards the King of the Red Waste, and towards a future that none of you can yet see. Do you ride on the basilisk with your babe?
Probably.
All right, she's up front.
All right, bitch, it's fine.
Okay. It's a large enough beast. It's decently comfortable.
A pretty
So it'll
dexy
take
guy,
you
too,
guys
though,
about
so...
7 to 10 days to get there, so about a week,
Okay.
maybe a little bit more.
I'm probably going to have to make some rolls then, because I'm...
It's been 2 days, so this is the third morning, so you have 2 souls left.
Yeah. So,
It's really been 3 weeks since you looked at me.
but, yeah, if it's going to take us... longer
7
to
days?
get- Yeah, it's going to take us 7 days. And
Well, you better find some creatures
hopefully
to
there's
kill on the
something
road.
we can kill.
Morning breaks beneath a sky the color of old blood. As these thousands do stir, ashen tents are dismantled with pretty good efficiency. Spears bundled. You see to one side soldiers, former prisoners that you once freed from the fighting pits, now standing together. With their armor patched together, weapons mismatched, former thieves, nobles, murderers, now noble soldiers to your cause. To your other side, you see the Ashen folk. In contrast to your people, none of them wear metal armor, bone armor, gray cloaks, bodies painted in soot and ash. Entire families prepare to move as one. 2 people march beneath a single purpose, not yet united, but no longer enemies. So during this time, whatever you guys would like to do when it comes to like how you would send people, you can send scouting parties, things of that nature. I imagine that the Ashen Scouts, they have several that would scout farther ahead. Vivian, you can send your soldiers farther ahead if you'd like. Things like supply wagons, you guys could see that they're well taken care of and not damaged.
I would told to make sure that the
The
troops...
Ember Bolt does silently bring up the rear, though. This entire time you've been with him, he has not said anything. He has not eaten, drank, slept.
Is this a
What are you?
Is this a force? I will let
I will.
since the Ashen folk already know about it, but our troops that we gathered from the Horned Crown about the sandworm thing.
Okay.
Make sure that.
Oh, I figured we would have said that as soon as we
Yeah,
got
I
back.
just want to make preference that before we get going, I would have told them
So
about
that
that.
first morning, make your saving throw for your sword.
Okay. Should be fine there. That is. It's wisdom, so 19.
Okay. Yep, you're fine.
Or
So
actually, saving throw, so it would be actually, well, still, it's better than 10.
you still have your 2 souls.
I still have the 2 souls? Okay.
Flanagan rides beside you, Vivian, and he says, Your Grace, Your Majesty. He catches himself. My lady. He doesn't still quite know how to address you.
Sure.
Hey, you.
I don't. He looks at the Ashen folk and kind of nods to them. I don't think that they look at you as an outsider anymore.
What makes you say that?
He kind of nods, and you do see, like, on a large, like, slithering, like, lizard beast, you see, like, a bunch of small children all riding on top of it, and they're all staring at you with curiosity. One of them does kind of silently wave,
I will wave back to the small children
and they do giggle and break.
because I'm trying to. I mean, I'm not being manipulative. It is manipulative inherently, but it's genuine because I think of my poor little cousin, and it makes me sad. But at least these children, nothing's happened to them yet, and I'm going to try not to let anything happen to them.
Ticket rides beside you also. Queen has an army. Queen has army. And people. And friends. Queen's cause getting bigger.
Well, that is the goal. Ticket. I can't say that it will always be, or I should say feel as optimistic as it does now. There will be dark times ahead, but if we are united as one group of people, I think that will make it much easier to press on.
So then the next day does come, so you can make your roll again.
Well, that's an 8.
So you do lose one of your souls. You still have one soul before you start thirsting. Nothing happens the second day. As we get on to the third day, make your roll again.
God, I rolled the exact same thing.
So you are out of souls now. And you fear that in the morning, if you do not...
Find prey.
Yep, that you might thirst for something.
Shit.
That evening, though, not that evening, like maybe midday, as people are stopping to take a rest, you do see a large column that stops near a ridge, and you do notice the Ember Bull alone. He's off of his nightmare, and you see him kind of tending to it, like brushing through its coarse fur, as the flames do kind of go along with his hand. For a brief moment, you see him take off one of his gauntlets, only briefly, enough to reveal a horribly burned flesh, as the bull does move his hand underneath the saddle strap as he tightens it. In the movement, the knot that he ties. Make an insight check as he does that.
I'm switching the dial because I want this. Try this one. That's a 4.
You recognize it. It seems like something that you were taught in your childhood, like from your father, your grandfather, somebody in the military, but it seems very militaristic. Like it's something that your dad definitely would have taught you, that your grandfather would have taught you, that anybody in the Diamond Guard would have probably known at some point, or anybody involved in the military would have known. And it's the same exact motion that you've used your entire life as you tighten up any sort of reins or straps on anything. The bull does put back on his gauntlet as he does saddle back up, and he does look at you. There's a long silence as your eyes meet his, and he rides away without a word. No explanation, no acknowledgement, just leaving you wonder more about the bull. The next day does find you, so make your save.
Okay, those two are going over
Day
there.
4, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't find anything to kill that.
Have you made it aware that he needs to find something to kill?
Has he?
I told the shaman that he was cursed, so I
I would have
it.
known. I would have told Vivian. So
I mean, he's gone out on hunting
It's-
parties. I give him full
Okay.
license
So I
to
guess
murder.
I guess what I'm getting at is
So you have
John
felt-
needing agency to say, "Hey, I need to go kill something."
Yeah, I probably would have
I mean, I'm-
let the close group know. I'm not going to tell everyone in the freaking thing. I'm just going to let
I'm
the.
kind of telling people, but important people.
You
But
knew
that one-
yesterday that you would be thirsty today.
Yeah, I would have told the close group.
So what do you guys do?
So-
before the
But I
morning?
did get 11.
We need to go.
The save's higher than that now. You've gone so long without.
Oh,
We need to
Thursday.
go make sure that is taken care of. Let us gather a hunting party so you can quench your thirst.
have we seen anything?
With the hunting party, are you leading a hunting party?
Me or I'd make Cersei do it.
Okay, so I'll have you both can lead it. If you'd like, make a survival check.
That's why I had Cersei do it. Mine was better though. 19.
19. So you do eventually come across this strange, almost like camel-like creature, but it seems to be manufactured to survive in the wastes. It has almost like a scale, like hide on the outside of it, but it does seem to be a large enough creature that it would subside Booker's thirst.
For a day.
I talked to one of the tribesmen on how best to fell this beast, since they should probably know more than I would.
It is very slow, but strong. We will distract while your friend kills.
Did you get that, Booker?
Well, I got that. I'm slow and I'm strong too.
So you do see a distraction as you do approach the beast. You pull out your sword, roll an attack.
Well, see if the attack is better than the freaking saves. Okay, that is a 21 to hit.
Roll damage.
That is 11. 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay, and then with your second hit, you come up to
Oh,
swing
yeah.
again.
Yeah, why can't I roll this normally? That is 24.
Because you secretly want
As your sword does slice through it the first time, with the second cut, you do find yourself cutting straight through its midsection. As the blood does splatter up in the air, it gets absorbed right back into your sword. You feel your thirst quenched. You have left the ash folk with some questions about what just happened.
I was
But
going
you
to
do
say, how
see
many
them,
saw that happen?
quite a few. You do see that, but they also saw you turn into the Infernal Ferryman in front of the entirety of
That's
their
true.
people.
Yeah.
So
I at least let the shaman know that he's got some shit going on, so if he wants to.
you
do
just saw
this-
them do a ceremony where 2 people died and came right back, so you get that whatever you have might not be the strangest thing to do.
I'm-
It's still a strange problem.
There's not the religious prosecution that happens
No, but there's still probably like,
in
what
the
the
Seven
hell is
Kingdoms.
this guy's deal?
I mean, that's what I think all the time when I see you. So
But yeah,
I do ask.
But the rest of the Ashen folk, after the beast is felled, they do begin to take off the hide.
I was
and
going
the
to say
scales
I'm going to help butcher it.
I do ask
Aggressive.
the ones that came with us for this. Do these creatures often roam in packs or anything that we could
What did you roll for your
potentially
survival?
20 or 19?
Yes, there are a few more nearby. Looks like 4 more.
Let's
Well, we need some meat.
let's get some stuff for the caravan.
So do you attempt to fell the 4 other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You guys can make survival checks. We'll just do that instead of having you individually fight each of them. Just to see how well you're able to, as a group, coordinate this.
Cersei got a 19. I
Okay.
got a mod 20.
Okay.
15.
Okay. So, yeah, you all rolled very well. You do strategically take out all 4 of them. So, Booker, you have 5 souls now.
And lots of fake, sort of camel meat.
So then the next morning,
Hi, baby.
you are not hungry, but you are down a soul.
Down the floor.
Yep, you're down to 4.
Four's better than 0.
Mm-hmm.
And we feasted that night.
I was gonna say, probably 4 of them are pretty good.
Well, actually, you need to make a save to see if you lose a soul.
Come here.
Did a wisdom save? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
And you have fed, so DC's 10 this time.
Come here.
It doesn't like it when I roll for this crap. Jesus, that's an 8.
Okay. So you lose
You
1
getting
soul.
into something?
No, I just wanted to pick him up.
So that
So
was
now I'm
day
down-
4.
So what? I'm down to 3 then?
Huh?
No, you're down to 4.
Okay. Okay.
You got
And
5.
Right, I just. Okay. I got
So we'll
confused on
go
the.
through day 5 and 6. So you can
Okay.
roll twice for both of those days. So DC 11.
There we go. That's a mod 20.
Okay. So you do
Good
not
luck,
lose a soul,
Murdoch.
but you are still hungry. So now it's a DC 12.
Okay, that's a 16.
Okay. So you do not lose souls in any of these days. And then roll one more time for the 7th day.
DC 13.
So, well, I'm just changing this so I keep track of it. So,
He was being cute, so I needed to
3
pick him
days
up.
streak.
Came pretty chill, too. Good boy.
Days
That's what
thirsty.
you did to blow a car right, smart.
Nope. Failed that one.
Okay, so you do lose 1 soul. So you've been thirsting for 4 days now. As the days do continue, the red wastes begin to change more to the landscape that you guys recognize. The ground shudders beneath your guys' feet every so often over these past few days. Not violently, but almost like a pulsating, like up and
Rhythmically?
down. Rhythmically, yeah.
I think
Almost like a breathing. Like you see these pebbles dance. You see ash fall from nearby cliffs far away. A deep sound echoes across the wastes. Not thunder, not an eruption, but something like lower, something older. The Ashers will immediately stop walking when this happens. You see several of them kneel. And Kor will whisper, again, as they continue walking.
bloody hope it's not the
Late on the 7th day, you will see some scouts return at full speed. Ashwalker Vara immediately draws her spear as they do approach rather quickly. The scout will say, something, it follows us. It isn't hunting. It's angry. It's so angry. As she pulls her spear. Get ready! Do you guys do anything?
We get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Troops,
do you-
ready up!
So as you people do kind of fall in line, you don't know what it is. You see in front of the earth, the ash erupts into the air. You see a colossal creature tearing upwards from beneath the earth. Its body resembles that of a dragon.
What?
Yet something's terribly wrong with it. You see these ruby crystals kind of burst all over the cracked scales of this creature. One wing is twisted, infused with glittering stone. Its eyes glow like molten gems, burned beneath centuries, of not a millennia of rage.
What?
That's not good.
This crimson crystal creature. Every time it
CCC.
breathes, you see these red jewels kind of spit out of its mouth. It doesn't roar, but more so screams at you
Oh, good.
as though something inside of it is trying to escape.
Hmm.
Well, I can't wait.
We will go to
I
break,
knew it.
and then we'll come
Boom.
back as this Titan Touch Ruby Dragon.
Donation
Will be
link
swapped.
down below. Play games, heal kids, give back, game on. We'll see you guys in a bit.
The Jewel Isles, a realm steeped in ancient magic and political intrigue, witnessed epochs of turmoil and transformation. In the primordial era, Leviathans and Titans shaped the world's foundations before giving rise to giants, who brought order to the chaotic seas. As civilizations flourished, the Dragonborn emerged, revered for their draconic lineage. However, their prosperity led to envy and conflict. William Cordoba's rise saw the extinction of the Dragonborn under the Cordobas, marking an era of ruthless rule and suppression. After Cordoba's fall, Lambert Leon usurped power through cunning, heralding an era obsessed with dragons and dominance. Lambert's decree for a diamond dragonborn bride sparked intrigue and suspicion, culminating in a marriage of his firstborn son and the diamond dragonborn. Amidst political machinations and whispers of ancient powers, the Jewel Isles stood on the brink of unrest. The quest for the Diamond Throne, fueled by bloodshed and manipulation, continued to shape the fate of the Isles, where alliances were forged and broken in the relentless pursuit of power and legacy. In the distant past, a vast and turbulent sea dominated by ancient leviathans and titans stretched endlessly. These majestic beings, embodiments of primal forces, shaped the world's foundations. From their essence emerged the giants' wise and powerful creatures, guided by prophecies and visions. With their magic and courage, the giants transformed the chaotic sea into islands and mountains, bringing order and stability. They became revered as the architects of a new world where life flourished amidst the echoes of primordial creation. As the giants began to settle into their new domains, conflicts inevitably arose among them and their primordial progenitors. The once unified effort to shape the world splintered into factions vying for dominance over the newly formed lands and seas. What started as disagreements escalated into full-scale war, where titanic battles raged across continents created and destroyed in the throes of their conflict. The war was devastating for both sides. Lands trembled and mountains crumbled under the fury of primordial and giant clashes. Cities and civilizations rose only to be swept away by the tide of battle. Countless lives were lost on both sides as primordials and giants alike fell in the struggle for supremacy. Facing imminent extinction, the giants turned to desperate measures. In their darkest hour, they sought the aid of the dragon's ancient powerful beings born of fire and magic. The dragons, once revered as majestic guardians of the world, reluctantly agreed to join the fray. Their fiery breath and formidable strength turned the tide of battle for a time, pushing back the relentless onslaught of the primordials. However, the cost was high. Many dragons perished in the brutal conflict, their lives sacrificed in the service of the giants' cause. As the war dragged on, the dragons began to question the righteousness of their alliance. The cruelty and ruthlessness of some giants towards both primordial and dragon alike soured the dragons' loyalty. In their anguish and desperation, the dragons turned to their own creators, the elder dragons, ancient beings from realms beyond mortal understanding. These elder dragons, embodiments of cosmic balance and justice, answered the call of their creations. With thunderous roars that shook the heavens and wings that blotted out the sun, the elder dragons descended upon the war-torn lands. The arrival of the elder dragons was cataclysmic. their wrath was swift and unforgiving, laying waste to both giants and primordials without distinction. In their wake, cities burned, mountains crumbled, and seas boiled. The centuries-old conflict came to an abrupt and brutal end, as the elder dragons reshaped the world once more, restoring a fragile balance to the ravaged lands. When the dust settled, there were no more giants, no more primordials, and only a handful of dragons remained. The once mighty civilizations built by giants lay in ruins, their legacy lost to the annals of history. The world, scarred and forever changed by the folly of war, now bore witness to the power and wrath of those who had shaped its destiny since time immemorial. After they ended the War of the Creators, the elder dragons laid down their bodies to form the very islands the Jewel Isles are formed of. From their bodies and the surviving dragons came dragonkin to settle the newfound lands. After the elder dragons ended the cataclysmic war, they merged with the land, forming the foundation of the Jewel Isles. From the surviving dragons came diverse dragonkin, settling these new lands. Guided by ancient wisdom, they built cities and monuments honouring their ancestors' sacrifice. The dragonkin flourished, forging alliances with creatures of the Isles, cultivating a realm of magic and peace. Dragonheart Grove, where elder dragon spirits resided, became a sacred sanctuary. Amidst the tranquility, life thrived in harmony with echoes of ancient conflict and the enduring legacy of their creators. For over 2,000 years, the dragonkin reigned over the 7 kingdoms of the Jewel Isles. After settling the lands, they welcomed men, dwarfs, elves, and other creatures from distant realms into their fold. This era was marked by relative peace, where the dragon gods held sway over divine magic, though the deities of other races also found their place, albeit subordinate. Historians hold varied opinions, yet they unanimously regard it as a golden age for Dragonborn. The ruling dynasty, known as the Draconis, favoured those with draconic lineage, bestowing lands, titles and wealth upon them. Details of this epoch remain shrouded, as much of its written history was obliterated by William Cordoba in his campaign to bring an end to this era. William Cordoba, driven by a fervent desire to eradicate dragons and their kin, led a revolution that shook the Jewel Isles to its core. The Dragonborn, favoured during the Age of the Drakes, became targets of Cordoba's wrath. Backed by a coalition spanning nearly all non-draconic inhabitants of the realm, Cordoba waged a relentless campaign to purge every creature with dragon blood coursing through their veins. The war was brutal and unrelenting, spanning 5 long years of devastation and upheaval. Cordoba's forces swept across the 7 kingdoms, laying waste to cities and villages alike in their zealous pursuit. Dragonkin, who had once flourished under the benevolent rule of the Draconis, now faced annihilation at the hands of Cordoba's armies. King William Cordoba, propelled by his ambition and the support of the populace, seized control of the Jewel Isles through sheer force of arms. With the fall of the Dragonborn nobility and the eradication of their allies, Cordoba ushered in a new era marked by his dominion. The once peaceful realms of the Jewel Isles were forever scarred by the horrors of this conflict. The memory of the Age of the Drakes and its dragonborn rulers faded into whispered tales and scattered ruins, while Cordoba's ascension cast a long shadow over the land. William Cordoba's rule over the Seven Kingdoms endured for a century, marked by strict authoritarianism and the suppression of dragon worship. His death from old age passed the throne to his eldest son Henry, who continued his father's iron-fisted governance for another century. During Henry's reign, the realm faced internal strife. Raithran's rebellion weakened the unity of the Seven Kingdoms, providing an opportunity for Henry's ambitious viceroy to seize power. The usurpation marked the end of Henry's rule and the beginning of a turbulent era under the new regime. Under Cordoba's legacy, the Diamond Games emerged as a brutal spectacle where kingdoms competed in bloody gladiatorial combat for the entertainment of the king. This vicious display of power served to distract and subdue the populace, reinforcing the authority of the throne through fear and spectacle. Cordoba's disdain for the dragon gods persisted throughout his lineage's rule. He deemed dragon worship an abomination and enforced strict penalties for its practitioners. Those who refused to abandon their faith faced severe punishment. First-time offenders lost their eyes, and second-time offenders lost their heads, reinforcing the harsh consequences of defying Cordoba's decrees. As generations passed, the memory of the Age of the Drakes and the once prosperous Dragonborn faded into distant legend. The Jewel Isles bore witness to a new age of oppression and bloodshed under the Cordoba dynasty, where power was maintained through brutality and the subjugation of dissent. After the Second Sunder, a cataclysmic event that shattered the spectral continent, the Jewel Isles were thrown into turmoil once more. Raithran's rebellion, stemming from the Emerald Grove, sought to challenge the oppressive rule of House Duas over the Sapphire Shores. The rebellion culminated in the complete destruction of the Grove, leaving behind no trace of the once proud island realm. The annihilation of the Emerald Grove was swift and merciless, wiping out its inhabitants and erasing its existence from the realm. The reasons and methods behind its destruction remained shrouded in mystery, a puzzle that intrigued and baffled scholars and officials alike. In response to the devastation, King Henry's court issued a proclamation. Anyone who could provide credible information uncovering the truth behind the Grove's destruction would be granted the prestigious title of Lord or Lady of Hargrave. Additionally, they would be rewarded with control over the lucrative Sapphire Mine, a symbol of wealth and power within the Jewel Isles. The promise of such riches and status spurred adventurers, scholars, and opportunists to scour ancient texts, delve into forgotten ruins, and interview survivors of the rebellion. Each sought to piece together the puzzle of what befell the Emerald Grove and why. The competition for the title of Lord or Lady of Hargrave intensified as rumours and theories circulated, fueling intrigue and ambition across the fractured kingdoms. Meanwhile, amidst the upheaval and uncertainty, the Jewel Isles trembled on the brink of further instability. The legacy of William Cordoba's harsh rule loomed large, casting a shadow over the land even as new contenders vied for power and influence. With the Jewel Isles plunged into chaos following Raithran's rebellion and the obliteration of House Duas, the stability of King Henry Cordoba's reign faltered. Sensing an opportunity amid the turmoil, Lambert Leon, the ambitious viceroy, plotted his ascension to the throne through cunning and deceit. Under the guise of loyalty, Lambert orchestrated a series of calculated maneuvers that swiftly eroded King Cordoba's authority. Through subtle manipulation and strategic alliances, Lambert sowed seeds of doubt and dissent among Henry's loyalists. Before King Cordoba could react, Lambert had secured the backing of key nobles, military commanders, and influential figures across the Seven Kingdoms. In a swift and unexpected turn of events, Lambert Leon's forces surrounded Henry Cordoba, capturing him without bloodshed. The once mighty king, now isolated and betrayed, faced the grim reality of his downfall. Lambert, praised for his astute political manoeuvring and the minimal loss of life during the coup, proclaimed himself the new ruler of the Jewel Isles. The aftermath of Henry Cordoba's ousting ushered in a period of minor skirmishes and clashes between factions loyal to House Leon and remnants of House Cordoba. The lingering tensions from the sudden upheaval simmered across the realms for 3 tumultuous years, as supporters of the old regime and the new establishment vied for dominance. Lambert Leon's rise to power was heralded as a triumph of diplomacy over brute force, contrasting sharply with the ruthless legacy of William Cordoba. His calculated approach to governance aimed to restore stability and prosperity to the Jewel Isles, while his predecessor's actions had left a stain of extinction upon the realm's history. As Lambert consolidated his rule, he faced the daunting task of rebuilding fractured alliances and reconciling a populace scarred by years of conflict and uncertainty. The shadows of past atrocities and betrayals lingered, casting a pall over the once glorious Jewel Isles, now navigating a new era under the banner of House Leon.
Oh,
So, Locke, I believe that you and Cersei would probably be further ahead, along with your lovely wife. We get to this creature's turn as it begins to... You see with one of its crystallized wings, it tries to fly up in the air, and it just crashes back down as it does kind of like run up to you.
Right.
It can't quite get to you, it's still far enough away, but you see it'll go... and breathe out this crystalled breath. It's not fire, but it's like almost like you're getting pelted with like
Stones.
Stones, yeah.
hail.
Make a dexterity saving throw. So this will be you, Cersei, and your living wife. She gets advantage on it, and she passes.
Cersei got a 19. I got a 28.
Pass and pass. So let's do... Sorry, a lot of dice here. Let me do some quick mental math here.
Mental math.
How many hit points do you guys have?
I have 30.
I have 28 plus 8, 10.
47.
Cersei is also around that 30 mark.
Okay, I think I'm going to add it up one more time just to be sure I got the number right here.
He just wants to know if he's going to murder us all in one gasp.
We've all been dead before. Sometimes, some of us more than once.
It is split into 2 different kinds of damages. But I don't think that... oh, come on.
We don't have any I don't have any resistances.
I mean, I do have the shield thing.
You're not up next to this quite yet. They're maybe about like 20 feet in front of you, but it's a decent-sized cone, about a 30-foot cone. As this Titan Touch Ruby Dragon does spit on you, it like a combination of piercing and fire damage. Has 25 of each. 50 points damage total, but you guys passed, so that's half.
I'm also going to use my reaction for Uncanny Dodge to
Okay.
one more time.
Okay. But it's 25, so half of 25, let's do 12. I just wanted to be sure if you
I
guys
have
didn't pass
Bailey.
it wasn't going to outright kill you.
Yeah.
Like, do enough damage that it would do your health plus
And then
your max.
plus max, yeah.
If I would have rolled better, maybe. But that's what it does, is it... And it's about 15 feet away from you. Locke, you see your loving wife put up her arms like this as she has these two axes in each of her hands. She seems to have some sort of like primal vigor to her in combat.
Okay.
Some sort of feralness.
Oh,
Like a rage, sort of.
Almost.
pitching round.
She also seems to be a little bit more battle adept than you are.
Oh, 100%.
What are you doing?
I will split off to the left, just because that was an area attack, and I don't want us all grouped up like that again. And I
You're
will...
about 15 feet away from it.
Yeah, so I'm going to bank
Around
off.
to the side?
Yeah, bank
Okay.
off to the side, and then throw a psychic dagger.
So, as you do this, you feel your blade begin to glow with that kind of grayish fire. This will take you a bonus action to focus on.
Okay.
But for 1 minute, any weapon that you touch during combat is imbued with this.
Okay.
And you can do a d4 of fire and a d4 of cold damage on top.
So 2d4 on top of whatever I roll.
One fire, one cold. Is that what it's called? Cold damage?
Yeah.
Am I
Yeah.
making that up?
Nope. That's it.
No, you're right.
So that's going to be a mod.
D4 spooky damage.
That's going to be a mod 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Gary.
Making sure there's nothing else with that.
Murdoch, hush.
I don't think he's sniffing something on the ground.
And I don't have sneak attack right now because nobody else was near it.
And you're not the first to attack.
It doesn't matter on
Or
sneak
no,
attack.
I guess that's that specific type. It's like assassin.
Assassinate, yeah.
What kind of a rogue are you?
Soul knife.
Okay, that's right.
He's a soul man.
So it'll be 9 points of psychic damage, 1 point of cold, and 4 points of fire.
Okay. Anything else?
No, since I used my bonus action to focus the flames.
What is Cersei doing?
She is going to bank off the other direction from Nate and fire her longbow. And miss with the first strike. I don't think an 11 hits.
11 will miss.
And then a mod 20 for the second strike.
That'll hit.
I want a D8. And then she gets to add for the first strike.
Steve bumping into the table.
Yeah, let's see if Dad can spend $200 on crown chemicals and Mom can spend $56 on a hair straightener.
Or $2 on a card.
Yes.
I'm looking for something because I know she has something on here being a Gloomstalker on the
It's
first
also better
attack.
for her to buy it now 'cause it's rated at $8.
It does an extra D8. Okay. On the first hit. It's 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Anything else?
I should have done this before, so I should have cast Hunter's Mark at first, but I forgot to do that.
Okay.
So I'll cast it now. That way it's up.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think you have this bonus action.
Yeah, I should have done it before I fired.
That makes
You don't
sense.
usually play your character. You can just say you did it before. That's fine.
Then I'll add another d6 damage.
Now, if you were to have played that character for like a year and you still were forgetting, you'd be like,
That's an extra 4 points of damage.
Okay. As we get to the tribesmen, you see Ashwakavara go up, and she kind of like slides on her knees, sliding underneath this thing with both of her axes, doing 2 slashes under its belly.
It's kind of a badass visual. You branch off, and 2 things hit from the side as she goes.
And she does hit with the first one. The second one will unfortunately miss, but she does slash it good as she does kind of slide up, and now she's on the back side of this thing. That's what she's got. You'll see other members of the Ashen tribes kind of begin to like come up, and you see like arrows and bows being drawn, but none of them are quite close enough. But they do form maybe like 10, 15 feet behind you guys as we get to Vivian's turn. Vivian, you know that your number one goal in this moment is probably directing civilians and your people to safety. Booker, you know that your goal probably would be organizing defensive ranks to keep innocent ash folk safe. You can choose to engage in combat, but I will also remind you that this is a monster attacking a group of...
Well, and there's also
people.
lots of other people fighting. I am going to...
But Flanagan, Ticket, Raska, Silvar, Geralda, all await your command if you should give it.
I mean, I think what I'll probably do is fly, which lasts for 10 minutes, so that I can kind of try to direct the civilians out of the line of fire, and then execute orders. I mean, most of the combatant orders I'm going to leave to him, but that said, kind of a combination of
Flying and
civilians.
directing people out of the way.
Yes. And I will use an action to attack if I have to, but it's more of like, well, first of all, my action to fly is that, that takes an action anyway. But I am concentrating, but this lasts 10 minutes.
Okay.
But yes, that'll be my main thing. It's less punchy. I mean, again, if I can help by attacking...
What's your passive perception?
Incredible.
Make a perception check.
It is... Where is it?
Make a perception
It's
check.
10, so... Not good.
What is it?
4.
Okay, so you look around you, there's a lot of commotion. Booker, what are you doing?
If I'm near here,
She's flying.
Yeah, I can go up to 60 feet. I would at least
Okay,
go
that's
high
fine.
enough to have people
Well, as
still
long as
see
you're
me.
within 60 feet of me, I can do
You can go
this.
20 feet up in the air to get the...
Yeah,
Booker, what's your passive perception?
13.
Make a perception check.
That way. 7.
Wild chaos going on.
First I'll do Shield of Faith on her, just as regular precaution.
Okay.
The other thing that's
what does that
bonus
give
action.
me?
Plus 2 AC.
Does it have to be touch?
Hmm.
Within 30 feet, I think. Or is
60.
it 60? Okay. So you're concentrating then, correct?
Yes.
I am also concentrating.
Okay.
I
I'm
will. So how many?
I guess I can just add that as an
ranks.
additional magic bonus for now.
That's where I put it, yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Or
of
just
what
instinctively know you have
How
a
many,
plus 2 until he drops concentration.
groups I'm assuming we have I have the troops sectioned off
I
into
just-
groups. I just don't know how many groups.
16.
Or it doesn't matter. I guess I would.
Matter.
I guess I would say I would select the appropriate amount of groups to guard and direct civilians out of the way of path.
And
And
probably it'd be best to send all of, to employ all the people to do that. like Rosca, Silvar, Ticket, Draw the Flanagan, all of them to do that rather than to join in the fight.
Yeah, I would still keep some groups around to help with the fight
Sure.
because we need to deal with the situation. But
And
it's like the appropriate amount to.
I'll say you can draw your sword and be ready and maybe move, but that would be your action is
Right.
playing chess.
Mm.
Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I believe that's it. I think that's basically move action, bonus action.
So this creature will look to its side and it will move. How close are you to it? Are you still far away from it? Okay. So your loving wife will get an attack of opportunity on it as it goes towards the thing that's poking it on the side. And
Sorry, Doc.
She will hit.
Yeah, because I have 60 feet of range on my psychic blade.
Doing him pretty good for damage, but this creature will stick its mouth right down on Cersei. What's Cersei's armor class?
16.
That will hit. And make a strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah, to see if she's grappled or not.
She's grappled.
Okay. So in its teeth, this creature does begin to fly again, or at least try. Let's see if it can fly. It can, as it flies up in the air. And kind of comes up towards you, Vivian, with Cersei in its mouth. You see her kind of flailing, trying to get her bow out.
I can't do any. I don't have any skills.
But that is what it does, but it is flying rather close to you.
Okay, well, I'll make sure to move accordingly when I can.
How far away is it from me?
Maybe like 60 feet.
Cool. I'll get up a little closer. That way I'm in range for my... Sorry, it's a habit. Get in range for my thrown psychic blade.
Sure.
Does a 19 hit.
19 will hit.
So, because Cersei is fighting it in its mouth,
And she is conscious still, so yes.
Okay.
Sneak attack.
Just making sure.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be 5, 11, 17, 20 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
2 points of fire, 2 points of cold.
Okay.
On the first strike.
Okay.
The second strike is going to be a 27 to hit with my bonus action. 4 points of psychic damage, 2 points of fire, 1 point of cold.
Okay.
I don't know if you need them split up. I'm just splitting them up for you.
No, I do need to split up. That's
Okay.
good. Anything else?
That's my action, my bonus action, so that's all I got.
So Cersei, how much health does Cersei have?
6 points.
6 points.
8 points. Sorry.
8 points.
I thought so.
I think it's the final.
Um,
Yeah, you don't see that very often coming.
She is barely hanging on.
She took damage.
Mm-hmm.
She also lost concentration.
She has 1 hit point left. I forgot to tell you the damage from that, but
Cersei does?
Let's. Because I just saw this, can I get back 12 hit points for absorbing the fire damage with absorb elements? It was the reaction.
Reaction?
Yeah.
Sure. So she has 13 hit points now, I believe.
Yeah, it makes it a little beefier at least.
She is currently grappled. So speed becomes 0. Can't benefit from any bonuses to its speed. Condition ends if a grappler is incapacitated. Condition also ends if an effect removes blah blah blah. Okay.
I mean, she'd probably stop fighting with the bow and strike with her scimitar.
Sure.
Miss with the first strike. Miss with the second strike. I rolled a 3 and a 4.
Jeez. Forget my rolls over there.
Yeah, that'll be it.
Okay. Vara will take out her spears and throw 2 spears at this creature. I believe the range on a spear is 2060? Or is it 3090?
2060.
2060, so she's throwing a disadvantage. But she'll miss with that first one. And hit with the second one. Too bad, that would have been a natural 20.
She's raging, doesn't she get...
No, she's...
That's for ranged attacks.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't work with ranged attacks. The only rule of cool that I do on that is if you have an axe and you throw the axe, that makes sense to me. But throwing a ranged weapon doesn't necessarily. But if you have a maul or sword or something, and you throw that, it makes sense that you'd be able to use rage because that's a heavy weapon that is not a dexterity.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
that makes sense. It's kind of a rule of cool thing I do. But you see it find purchase, and you see it. Still clamping on Cersei in its mouth. You see several other soldiers going to begin to train their bows on it, not quite ready to release yet. But you do see military ranks kind of form behind you, and you see lots of people begin to kind of be ushered. There's screams, terrified children, things of that nature all happening around you while this is happening. Vivian, make a perception check.
God damn it, I need to roll.
Did I need to make a
I
perception
need to
check
open
at
my
all?
eye holes.
You're not close enough to what they are perceiving.
9.
Okay. What are you doing?
I'm moving as best I can, imagine out of range, but
Sure.
trying to,
You can go as far back as you
prioritize.
want, which is 60 feet. Do you
Yeah,
go 60 feet backwards?
As long as I can still direct people and keep an eye on where it's going, because that's my main goal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to? I can't.
Do you tell people to loose their arrows or anything like that?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, if they can fire.
Or do you leave that to Booker, the military commander?
Yes. He can probably.
So what are you
shoot
doing? So you're floating and you're going backwards away from danger, but are you doing anything else?
Well, is there anything I can do to help the civilians, or should I just throw shit at it to help with the cause? That's what I'm
Never
trying.
bullshit go.
So you know that getting further back would put you floating over people.
Yes.
So you probably don't want to go too far backwards.
Yes.
You could always go further up too. That's another option.
I think. Does it seem is it targeting me specifically?
It is targeting things that
That
it
hit
can
it.
see easily, and it's up in the sky now, and it sees you.
Yeah.
You do know that it is struggling to fly.
Yeah, I'll just go up a little higher so people can
How
still.
high up do you go? You're about 20 feet now. Do you go the full 60 feet up? Do you go?
Yeah, I'll go 60 feet up. So
Okay,
in
so
theory,
you're now 80 feet up in the air. You're about one
that's why I'm trying to decide if I should
You're
actually
about
fire at it or if it's just going to
one
chase me. But
boomerang heights up.
does it look
World's
like
a Fun
it
Boomerang.
can fly that far up, or is it gonna?
If it can stay in the air, it looks like it could.
Oh, whatever.
You can fly and fire both. But
Yeah.
your
That's what I'm
movements are
saying.
free.
It still has to go up that high to catch me. So
Mhm.
whatever. I'm just gonna shoot some
What
eldritch
would a
blasts at
noble
it.
leader do?
I would join the fray, as they say. So I can fire at 120 feet with Eldritch Blast. I get 2, yes, two attacks. Well, I
Each
gotta hit
attack
it
is
first.
1d10 plus your modifier.
Do I have to? I can't remember. Do I have to roll to hit on? I have to roll to hit on
roll
both.
both
Okay.
of them, yeah.
That definitely probably misses. That's 9.
You rolled a 9?
I rolled a 9.
Plus your...
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh,
The total
okay.
is 9. Okay, this one's retired. That's a 10.
So you miss both times, but you do.
But I am-
It's attention.
Yeah.
Booker,
I'll
make
do
a
what I
perception
can.
check.
You could also attack it and then move other ways to
Probably
get
would
its
die.
attention away from the...
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. If it's looking at me, at least. it's
Hey,
looking at
we're
the
dying
children.
for hopefully the win. That is a 19.
Yeah, so with that, you do see the Ember Bowl. He has his greatsword pulled out, and he looks like he's crouching, looking up towards the sky.
Crouching bull, hidden dragon.
What are you doing?
I'm imagining he's just gonna go, "Huh!" Which he might. It piques my interest, but I have current things going on right now. I will. The archers that have the arrows cocked or notched or whatever you call
Notched.
it.
Tell them to loose.
If they have a clear shot, yes.
And they do.
All right.
You do remember that Cersei's also in this thing's mouth, too.
That's why I said if they have a clear shot.
Yeah.
Well, and hopefully it's going
Mine-
to turn towards me. I don't know. You know what I
Well,
mean?
yeah, it is kind of looking up.
Yeah.
Going up now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, unless they roll like natural ones, there would be no way they would hit Cersei.
Ready? Watch your aim. Fire!
So, as you say, loose. Yeah, the majority of them do hit. Piercing the beast doesn't do that much damage, but definitely helping. The beast definitely looks like it's pretty well hurt. As we get to its turn, it begins to fly. Let's see if it can keep up in the air. It can.
Damn.
As it slowly... And you see these encrusted like jewels on it, like it's almost like been like petrified and ancient. It kind of like shakes them off, and its wing begins to get a little bit looser as it flies up at you, Vivian. Still Cersei in its mouth.
I have to dive bomb here.
As it's getting closer and closer, it is closing the distance, and as it's about to get to you, the Ember Bowl will release his held action, and you see him launch up like Superman style as he
The whole
with his that is
Right.
what it's like
Bulk smash!
with
Bulk
a
smash!
strike. He points his sword and he goes straight through the thing's chest, doing a lot of damage. The beast does fall. It slams into the ground. As it was about to get to you, you see it kind of like open its mouth, and Cersei kind of like falls from his mouth. So they both do fall. Thud. Cersei does fall unconscious. The dragon, as it stands up, as it's dying, it will
hell of a hit.
release one. This does land in front of you, and a few of your men. It goes. And its dying breath, so you guys do need to make dexterity saving throws on the ground.
Okay.
So Cersei is incapacitated. Does that mean that it automatically fails?
Yes.
So it's just the fail save then.
Okay.
Since it's not a physical like weapon attack, it's just one.
Actually, it would be standing over Cersei, so it wouldn't have. Yeah.
You roll it the way you need to roll it, brother.
No,
Yeah.
So she's unconscious, but it wouldn't. This breath was just kind of
Last ditch effort.
yes.
It wouldn't look down and go up.
Yes.
I got 11 for dex save.
Okay, so that's a fail. Let's see if you're. There's probably about like 10 men behind you. Let's see. We're actually going to roll a d10 to see how many of them pass.
Sniffing, buddy. I hear you.
I've got bad news. Only 3 of them passed. Okay, so let's roll some damage here.
Hey, we got healers now.
I guess I can heal a little bit. I was hoping I'd pass.
Oh, should I take this out of battle music?
Your shield's gone, remember?
Oh, I got.
He has a
one.
regular shield. He has a thing with shield
Should I take
mastery.
this out of
Gotcha.
battle music, Harrison?
Right. No, I got a new one when we're still
Not
at
until we
the.
do damage.
Okay, yep.
Still at the. Because I asked about that before we left. If I can grab a new shield.
Sure.
It just doesn't have the wood on it.
Fireproof. Yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure you weren't like banking on the fireproof.
No.
No, he was going to use the evasion property of it.
Yeah.
39 points of damage.
Ooh.
Half of that is fire, half of that is piercing. If you take half for anything.
Alright.
Um,
I take it all.
You see 3 out of the 7 people that get hit with the full blast fall unconscious behind you. As the beast does let out its final breath in that burst, and it dies as the bowl lands.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what you guys were supposed to be seeing with your perception checks. Just you guys just kept on.
Well, I mean,
Listen, I'm new to flying, okay?
but to be fair,
I
it was
know.
chaos. So
It
we
is, yes,
we
it's
see
very
Booker and
one big
Vivian
man.
are like dinosaurs,
You
okay?
are now
Just see.
out of combat. What are you guys doing as you have
Right.
5? What did I say? 3? 3 out of the 7 failed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have 4 unconscious people.
I will use as many of my.
I mean, I'm going to
Lay
go
on
down
hands.
and check on this. I can't heal or anything, so I'm going to check on the civilians.
So you do see
And kinda-
several
and kinda
people
tip-
fallen.
Tamper down the commotion.
See Cersei is one of the fallen, unconscious at the moment.
Yeah, I don't have anything to heal anybody, so I'm going to be better crowd
I
controlling.
will-
I think. I don't know if there's something I can do.
I will go to. I'll do as much as lay on hands on Cersei and my men as I can.
You just have to do 1 point each to bring them back up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got 25. So how many?
Who do you go to first?
I'll probably go to Cersei first.
Okay, so you go to Cersei. You bring her back up.
Okay.
Um,
That's one.
and you go. Let's see. I'm just trying to think.
I'm going
So
to one of
probably
the
let
other.
me-
I'm going to one of the people he doesn't
Okay, get to it right away.
get to right away, and I'm
Because I was
going to
gonna have
do
roll
a.
death saves
I was
for
going to do a
one.
medicine check to stabilize him.
Okay, so medicine check on one of them.
It's a 10.
It's a 10. Okay, so you do stabilize. And people are brought back up to 1 health. Not as bad of a battle as you think it could have gone.
It helps when you have a giant bull ram through the dragon. After I stabilize the one person, I do go check on Vara.
How many?
She is fine, unscathed.
Just making sure.
You notice where you got pelted with the fire. You and her, both your skin have these like
Pock marks.
yes, and they almost kind of glow.
How many lay on hands I use for all the people?
To stabilize them and bring them back up, just 1 each. So
So it would be what, 4?
so 4. Yeah.
Have
Core.
you?
Will kneel
Oh,
next to it when it's dead. These things. And kind of runs its hand over its body. They never existed when I was younger. Bar will say, these wastes, they are changing. Ancient creatures are being awoken.
Because I saw the ghost fire envelop my psychic blade when I was throwing it, I will bring it back up in the minutes-ish that's still there, and I will ask Vara and Core if they've ever seen anything like that before.
What did you get for your perception when you were fighting? Or I didn't ask
You didn't
it,
ask
right?
for one. I have 17 passive, though.
You notice that Bar's weapons are doing the same thing.
Okay. Just making sure, because the new stuff for old Nady boy.
Yeah, you get that it's probably some sort of benefit that you get from the Walk of Fire.
Sorry.
Well, depending on where you look at it, it might be a small thing to pay for dying.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Again.
Again!
As things do calm down, you do settle for the evening. The following morning, as you do wake up, you are met with the news that the 3 people that were felled by the beast as it breathed fire, and Cersei have all taken ill, and they are unconscious. The Ashen people have not yet been able to diagnose what the ailment is. This creature is new to them, ancient. But the kind of pox marks that you guys have from being hit by this thing, they seem to be greatly
Growing.
emphasized on their skin and almost growing, and you hear like labored breathing in those that have fallen and been hit by this breath.
Just random DM question. I guess not really random, but
Make your save too.
okay. That was the thing I was going to ask. Well, what part of it was did the dragon thing count as? Since
You
I
did
didn't
not get the
actually.
final kill
That's what I was
on
going
it,
to
so
say.
no.
Since I didn't actually touch it.
He didn't get a single hit on it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Because I know in other things we've got, if as long as he's got a hit on it, he gets to reap the soul, but he didn't touch it at
It's
all.
true.
Hey. Okay.
Thankfully, it didn't touch me.
That is a mod 20. So DC
Okay.
15 now.
Yep, so DC's 15, you still have 3 souls. Was that the question you had?
Yeah, that, I mean, it was along that line. It was the thing of like with the dragon. Did I get anything from that?
Yeah, you didn't touch it though, brother.
I asked. That's why I wanted to make sure.
And for good measure, make 2 more saving throws for the next few days,
Okay.
as there are no more encounters I have planned. So
That's
DC
another
15
mod 20.
now. Okay, so now it's a DC 16.
16.
This.
Shh, don't say that. I'm just typing on here so I can.
Okay, Doc says you got this.
I don't got this.
Oh.
You do
That's an
lose
8.
1 of your souls. You're thirsting for 7 days now. Finally, though, during this travel, so the sick have been stabilized, but they're still
Sick.
like not unconscious, but kind of coming in and out. This volcano does finally appear, the Horn Crown. At first, you only see smoke. Then you do see the mountain itself. The Horn Crown rises from the red wastes like a broken crown of a forgotten god. Black rivers of coated lava spill from its slopes. Thousands upon thousands of crude homes cling to its sides in like tents, shantytown-esque. Smoke arises from countless fires surrounding it. You see watchtowers overlooking every approach. You see a few like different stitched banners of different factions that have sworn to the king. Different banners of like stitched monster hide, things like that. You remember it's not really a city. It's more so the home of an army that has learned to stay in one place. As your 2 columns of troops do approach, Ashwalkers to one side. What have you named your army? Have you named them? The Chains of Perdition, we'll just say that.
Yeah.
Army follow on the other.
The damned.
The damned army. So as you do approach, they do begin to stop. Workers, hunters, soldiers, children. Every eye does turn as they look at the Horn Crown that they approach. You do make your way back into the outskirts of the Horn Crown. Occasionally when you pass any like guard or anything, they do draw their weapons slowly, but slowly put them away when they see you at their home. No one speaks, as this is the first meeting of the Ashen tribes and the king's army. The tension is suffocating. As you do make your way towards the inner sanctum, more towards the actual volcanic crown, Commander Vorn does approach and he does stand atop the outer gate. His voice carries across this valley. Hold your lines. No weapon. Leave its sheath. Keep your weapons holstered. You see Inquisitor Nox also up there, smiling down at you, watching, almost amused, and looks at you, Vivian. Well, you certainly brought more guests than expected. Ashwalker Vara, your betrothed Rock, will say, one wrong word. She looks towards the king's soldiers. And this mountain becomes a battlefield. They do part from the top battlements. As Captain Harkin now, he was your guys' like commander, that shepherded you guys through the fighting pit. He arrives with a contingent of like other seasoned veterans of the army. They approach you guys first. He does actually bow to you, Vivian. Not deeply, but decently respectfully. The king has expected your return. He glances towards the ash folk. Though it is a bit of a surprise to us that you brought this many allies.
I am not of a mind to be a merchant of death. I would rather unite under my banner.
The king has called for counsel. Only the leaders. And their leaders.
We will go.
See to it that your new allies are kept on a short leash, and I will see that ours are as well.
Sounds fair.
So
You said we'd travel for 2 more days after that, right?
yeah, so I'd say it's probably like 9 or 10 in total.
Okay.
So the bull has already begun walking without a word, without looking back. He does push through, and he instinctively goes back to the Horned Crown. Behind you guys, as you march, you see 2 armies joined together, waiting, uncomfortably setting up ranks, as they're now surrounded by the king's army. A king's whose ambitions may serve the world, or they may doom it.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Nope, we're going to do it. Captain Harkin does escort you guys through the winding passages in the Horned Crown. The Ember Bowl already long since left and got in front of you guys. Unlike this first visit that you guys had here, you do notice some changes when you walk through there. You see workers kind of respectfully bow to you. You see the occasional soldier salute. You see the occasional person that you guys might have trained with when you were prisoners. Now they kind of step aside and give you a bow as you do pass. You are no longer prisoners. You're no longer just members of this army. You feel like you have a bit of respect.
Respect the name.
The smell of ash and sulfur clings to every stone. The halls do remain plain. No banners of gold, no jeweled statues, no royal luxury, as you remember. Only the black volcanic ash and stone carved into these practical halls. Even though a king does live here, he lives no richer than his people. Captain Harkin does lead you to the heavy stone door. And outside of that door, you do see the Ember Bowl standing there as if he has never left. You do enter the chamber. The chamber is unchanged. Just that simple round table. You see a few maps of the Red Waste kind of spread across it. Wooden markers indicating where there's like armies, things like that. You see some clay cups. You see simple food and refreshments. Nothing extravagant. Outside the lone window, you do see the smoke drifting from the volcano below. Standing inside, you do already see Commander Vorn and Inquisitor Knox. You do see that bird watching from the windowsill again. Ember Bull still stands outside the doorway exactly as before, motionless like a living statue. Knox does smile. I see you survived. And she glances towards a very uncomfortable Vara and a more curious Core. And you made friends. Commander Vorn does nod respectfully towards you, Booker. Lord Commander. And a brief nod towards you, Vivian. And Lady Vivian, the Queen. Then he does look at you, Locke, and his eyes do kind of tighten. You've changed.
Just little.
I think he looks the same.
It happens.
It's married life, right?
The room does grow quiet again. The chamber doors do open. No herald announces him. No guards escort him. Only the slow motion of measured footsteps as the King of the Red Waste enters, exactly as before. Tall, gaunt, his burned robe is dragged softly across the volcanic floor. His jeweled stone mask hides everything but pale, scarred eyes that study each person as he walks around the table. And he does do like a full lap around the table. And he does kind of linger at the bird in the window also. He neither rushes nor hesitates. He just simply arrives. As he does take his seat, he does kind of motion for you guys to be seated too. He places both hands upon the stone table, looks towards Vivian, Booker, Locke, and finally his eyes do settle on Vara and Core. There's uncomfortable silence for a long, short. Well, it is short, but it feels long. Oh, that's what his mask looks like.
Oh.
And that's what he looks like. I can post that in more. Just remind me. After a while, he does finally speak. You've returned. And you are successful. There's no hint of emotion in his voice in a celebration, just simple acknowledgement.
Did you ever doubt this?
Core does break the silence. Initially, he stands up. And he does nod and bow slightly. Fire King. I have wondered many years if the story spoke true, if you are real. The king does study him for a while and then simply says, most stories exaggerate. Core. Good! So do ours. As there's a bit of relaxation in the room now. You see Inquisitor Knox kind of smile. Vara does speak next. She doesn't bow, but she just places one fist over her heart. Ashwaka Vara, leader of the Ashen Folk. You see the King of the Red Wastes mirror that, actually, where he puts one of his hands up. It's kind of a small surprise to see him do this, as he says, you have led your people well. Vara studies him carefully and then says, we shall see. The king's eyes do narrow slightly, ever so slightly, not insulted, but just more interested. As the king does fold his hands. Please, tell me everything. And that's where we'll end the session.
As always, thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We're playing games for Extra Life and Children's Miracle Network. We appreciate all of the support that we get for that right now. We are currently sitting at $1,200 of our goal for this year. So, again, thank you for all of that support. Thank you, Andreas, Fantastical Filaments. We use a lot of the miniatures that he provides for our IRL campaigns. Thank you again, Julian at Ashlegrave. He did the Potato Place Gaming logo as well as our character art. Next week, Tuesday, we have some Nikki at Night action. Wednesday, John is retroactive. God, I'm getting good at this.
Murdoch is now playing 2 characters.
Well, I got Murdoch here and Steve right here. So
Oh, there you go.
We have both.
I got both of
characters,
them.
Yeah.
You gonna roll the die for me, buddy?
Well, he probably Murdoch would probably love to.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put it in front of another dollar. Yeah, check out potatoplacegaming.com. There you can get to our schedule events, you get to our latest streams, you get to our archive, you get to our shop, which has some merchandise. You can also get to our Extra Life page from there and help with those donations. I know us as Potato Place Gaming, Potato Place Cosplay, Potato Place Incorporated, LLC, whatever we want to call ourselves. We have some
Just
fun
here
stuff
having
coming
Not
up.
LLC yet, unfortunately. We don't have the money for that.
I know we're going to be
I
hanging
think
out.
that's the point in an LLC is you don't have to have money for it.
I thought you did.
No,
I think you have to pay
LLCs
for the
are-
license.
The LLCs are cheap as hell to get.
Limited liability.
I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about it. We're gonna be hanging out at a card show tomorrow in Topeka. If you guys want to hang out,
Yeah, there's 2 free card shows.
one of them's over at the Stormont Vale Event Center,
Ag Hall, baby.
Ag Hall. The other one is gonna be at Westridge Mall.
Yeah.
I know some of us we're gonna be at the end of August at KamehaCon. Some Dragon Ball Z.
Beginning of August at Animator.
Yeah, I need to get that figured out still.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Animeverse is going to be here local to us in Kansas City, so if you're there, come hang out with us there. KamehaCon's down in San Antonio. If we got some
Random Texans.
random Texans that want to hang out with us that weekend, I know we're planning on doing more than just KamehaCon that weekend because it's also my birthday.
Woo! Party!
So we're going to
Go get Rob drunk.
drunk on some moonshine. That's not really Texas.
I was
But,
gonna say, that's more like Tennessee and
Whiskey.
Kentucky.
Texas, we probably get tequila.
Yeah. You can have tequila, Rob.
I mean, it's funny because I have gotten more of a taste for tequila lately, and it hasn't been
Tequila.
as detrimental to my psyche as it once was.
Good.
No
Yes,
more discombobulated knees.
That was not just tequila that night. Anyway, thanks again, guys, and we will catch you guys later. Peace.